ChatRats. Y'all come on in. Welcome to the Rat House. Let's ride! Puff, puff, pass. True crime ChatRats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Yeah, we coming through like that. Rat House, Rat House, ChatRats. When the scene lights up, I'm the rat in the pack, rolling deep with my rat pack down this dirt road track. We picking apart the crime, every player, every clue. Where it all went sideways, we exposing the truth. Rat House Media, every night the llamas glow, chatting cases round the fire, letting the real shit show. Players hiding motives, evidence in the files. We hunt it down relentless, turn whispers into trials. All my rats online, from the backwards to the coast. We pull you deep in the hollow where the real stories goes, connecting dots in the house. No loose ends, no lies. Worldwide country rats, we running these crimes. Puff, puff, pass. True crime ChatRats. All across the world we coming through like that. Taking all the facts, put them in a trap. Yeah, we coming through like that. When you see the scene, better know it's the rats deep in the house, closing every gap, setting every trap. We sniff through the bullshit, rewrite the final act. Rat House forever, now pass that back. Now pass that back. Puff, puff, pass. True crime ChatRats. All the traffic, coming through the gap. Through like that. Puff, puff, pass.
Yo, what up, chat rap peoples? What y'all up to today? What's today? Tuesday. Wow, it's already Tuesday again. What y'all up to today? I don't see a big, huge dumpster fire in the Discord today. That's a good thing. Yeah, while I try to survive in the heat, it's burning all down to the ground while I'm gone. So what y'all up to? What's up, Maylin? Oh, what's up, K-John? My wife. Sharon, welcome. What up, GC? Winks in the house. You know the shit's going down when you see Winks. What up, Trust? Java Time, good to see you. Hope you're doing better. That bitch. What up, that bitch? What up, Angel? 420. What's up? What's up, Jackie? Beach girl. Bunches of people here already. What's up, people? We're gonna have a good time today. Got a bunch of good shit. Look at that band-aid right there. Look at that. That's not band-aids for little girls. That's a man's band-aid. Look at that. See it? See that band-aid? It's a man's band-aid. Yep. It's hotter than fucking... I don't even have a good analogy or a good saying, good country saying to let you know how hot it is here. But right when it started getting really hot, like 2 days ago, 1 day ago, the AC in my work van went out. So today while I'm riding around, it's like 104 degrees in there. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And just got to battle through it, you know? Battle through it. This is life, and this is me. I'm the one in the light colored gi. That's me. And that's life. Just and I'm over there like, yes, just give it to me. Just give it to me again. That's me in life right now. Life is kicking me in the balls. But I probably wouldn't feel right if everything was going good. So that would be scary. That'd be more scary. But it's hot. I'm trying to survive. This is like an odd day because I have not smoked anything all day. Perfectly sober me. Very rare. It's that hot, and I've had that much of a shitty day. Which it hasn't been like a shitty day, but I got like decisions I got to make on whether or not I'm too old to be out here in the heat, or whether or not I'm gonna just keep doing it anyways, even though I'm injured. Got like had a torn abdominal muscle and pectoral muscle for like a year. Can't heal because I don't take enough days off. And then, like an idiot, I agreed to work Saturday and Sunday. Wow, what an idiot! What an idiot! So remember, this is me, and that's life in the blue. Just nonstop. Just get it. Just kick it. Hard as you can. What up, Leuven? What up, Mary B?
Yo. What up, Mary B?
My camera working?
Yeah, you're good now.
Excellent.
You are good now. So what time are we planning on taking a nap today? Like, I may start my nap here any minute.
I just woke up from a nap.
Wow. Mary B took a nap for me.
Yeah, I'm all fucked up today.
Why? What's wrong?
I got a new medication for ADHD and it's fucking with me.
Oh, you gotta get used to it?
Yeah.
You're not supposed to crush it up and snort it. You're supposed to take it by mouth.
It's a
You got the little medicine thing. And this bitch gonna get in there and get to work. I can't take that shit. I'll be up for a solid week. Coloring.
Well, it's not the good stuff. That's the thing, because the friggin' good stuff is they don't just give it to you. I have to drive like an hour away to like meet somebody in person. They're gonna like drug test me.
I'm absolutely not going to play anything that Jess Machado fucking wrote on a goddamn Suno. No. Sorry. Just anything like her new intro song, that's a big no. I appreciate $5 though. This is the last day. And the day continues. Last day to make money. So we're gonna hit them goals. I don't even care. We're gonna hit the goals today. Period.
Let's do it.
There will be repercussions. There will be war. I don't know where, but somewhere.
Dun, 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 dun.
What's up, Carrie B? What up, Pats? What's up, Prince Lover? Lots of people here already. I don't know why. I still have not figured out why, but you're here. The song is not god awful. I'm sure it's like listening to angels sing Last Day Money's.
Oh, wait.
All right, people. I'm literally, if y'all are going to just let Winks do it all, I'm going to time Winks out for 24 hours. I'm just kidding. I couldn't do that, but come on, people. I see y'all spending this fucking money. I see y'all spending it everywhere. Pretend like you ain't got $10. All right, so I got some good stuff to watch. We got some Next Witness, some Larry Foreman, blah, the same kind of stuff, because I don't feel like doing Lowell Heifer drama. I don't get the energy for it. You know, I'm low energy. I'm napping right now. I'm napping.
And you have a boo-boo. Oh, Danny got a boo-boo. Poor Danny.
Probably could have used about 4 stitches, but I just did my magic on it because I'm terrified of needles, so whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to want
butterfly things that just like press it together and they kind of like.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I'm Gen X, so I just got like a dirty rag and cut a piece off of it and then put some dirt on that and then wrap the finger really tight and then wrap the tape around that really tight and just wait. Just wait 2 days.
So the blood doesn't flow.
Yeah, just wait 2 days.
You gotta dip it in some alcohol first.
No. I'm Gen X. That burns. I don't want more pain. I already told you.
No, because if you dip it in the alcohol, then you feel so much pain from the alcohol that when you take it out, it's not as bad anymore.
That sounds awesome. Since it's my finger, it's really easy. So it's like, ugh. Now Mary B's in the blue. Just dip it in alcohol.
Come on, you can do it.
One of the worst childhood memories ever, seeing mom grab that brown bottle of hydrogen peroxide, knowing that shit was gonna come on. Oh my god.
That stuff like does not hurt.
It's not. It's a little bit, but not as bad.
The bubbles.
Oh god. Dumpster Fire Show, appreciate the 10. She says, Jess Machado's song sounds like someone left the crayons out at the special hospital. Also, it's hot enough to sweat the balls off a pool table. Stay inside or in the creek. Wish I could. Because I fucking would. Oh, Terry dropping 10. Wow.
Terry.
Wow.
Gracias.
Damn.
Terry.
Damn. I was almost going to kick Terry out of the whole community the other day. Now, he's redeemed himself. You're good now, Bo. Katie for $1.99. Sanest place on the tubes. That's because you can't tell lies while you're taking a nap. You know? Usually pretty truthful when you're taking a nap. It's pretty easy. All right, so what did I say? Oh, here we go again. That's it. Randy, yes, it's painter's tape. There is a terry cloth towel under there, a little bitty piece. See, I was using these industrial, like super sharp scissors to cut weather strip to put in the door, you know. But it's little bitty and it's this giant bifold unit, so I was cutting a little bitty piece. So you have to wrap your finger around the scissors so that it doesn't fly off, you know. And you have to get off the ladder and go get it. So I forgot I had more than one finger. And I left this finger out there and the scissors went, grab the meat, and they're badass scissors. And just cut through all the meat.
Gross.
Yes. And I did what I usually do. I bleed a little bit and then walk around and bleed on everything on purpose. So that when people come in, they go, oh my God, somebody's bleeding. Like, yeah, it's me.
Who got hurt? Did you hurt yourself? You have a boo-boo?
Who?
That's what people say, right?
No, they don't. Usually if somebody on a job site sees you cut yourself, they go, well, you need you a tampon. Like, actually, I could use one.
That would help, I think.
Yeah, this is the correct response. So when like another construction worker who's like, you know, sucks and hates their life and complain all day, oh, I guess you need a tampon, don't you? Then you just look at them and say, yeah, can I borrow one of yours?
Ooh. Good.
Something funny happened on the job site today. It was hilarious. So we all know that I have a YouTube page. So we were just sitting there working. There's a guy on the roof. He's putting like copper flashing on the chimney, you know. And another guy was just, I don't know what he was doing. He was working. And he was going around the house like filming stuff. I guess he was, you know, say to show somebody or, you know, keep up with their work or something. And the guy on the roof lost his fucking shit. He's like, I know you're filming me up here when I'm up here all by myself and this is fucking dangerous and you're down here filming this rude. They just went at it and we were sitting there laughing. I was like, what the fuck? And then the guy busts out, I guess you out here just trying to get some views for your YouTube page, huh? And this stuff is like 65 years old and doesn't even know what YouTube is. So he's like, what? He's like, no, I was just... And the guy's like, that's disrespectful and it's fucking rude as fuck. What if I fell off of there? This is dangerous.
I mean,
dude, you're standing on a fucking $700,000 roof, like a really low, really soft pitch part of it. Like, shut the fuck up. Like, we laughed and laughed and laughed, especially when he said, "What are you trying to get you some views for your fucking YouTube page?" And of course, I had to lean back and say, yeah, if you fall off of there, I'm going to film it, and I am going to put it on my YouTube page.
Yeah, you have to.
And you can, just keep talking to the old guy like that, because it was a thing. You would think I'd have been involved, but I wasn't. We were just minding our own business. And I thought they were joking at first, because the shit happens on job sites all the time, especially in the summer when it's hot.
Mm-hmm.
These dudes that just, they're 165 pounds, they're 5'7", they're out here, and in their mind, they're a giant, and they're already irritated and it's hot and they don't want to be there. So they'll cuss anybody out.
I would.
Yeah. You would about twice. You can cuss the wrong person out on a job site like that, and you can get your ass dust rolled out there. Quick. Like really quick.
They wouldn't beat me up. I'm too charming.
Not you. I don't know. There's lots of women out there on job sites now, so they might.
Yeah, that's it.
Might put it on your ass, Mary B. Might put it on Mary B's ass. Like, what did you say?
Oh, yeah. It doesn't take much for me to get friggin' enemies. Yeah.
Oh, I know. Trust me. We've had this channel for a year now, and you've done the best you could to take it down.
I know.
It's everything I could do is just to keep Mary B from crashing this channel. Did you get your watch hours when it loaded up? Should have loaded up today.
No, it didn't.
It'll load up after 6 o'clock.
Oh, cool. Maybe I'll look at it now.
Yep. No more. Well, you'll have some meters, but I'm thinking you're going to be like 900 away from your 4,000, and we'll get that at some point. It's not going to be this week because, like a dumbass, I decided, because I can't turn down money and I can't stop going to work, that I'll just work Saturday and Sunday too, as if I wasn't miserable enough from the heat. Not miserable from just life, just the heat. It's like, the heat's killing me. Let me add some more days.
Why would you do that?
Well, when they tell me how much they'll pay me to come do it, it's hard to say no. It's hard to say no. A lot of these people out here don't know what making money is all about. Unfortunately for me, well, it used to be I just manage bars and restaurants and make shit tons of money. But now I'm like this high-end construction worker. And I know that sounds fucking stupid and shit like that, but I could show you some of the stuff that I put together. Sorry. And the only other people that put that kind of stuff together are out west. So you can either pay our company to do it and get it done just as good, if not better, or you can fly somebody out here, a whole crew out for 15 grand minimum to just put one of these doors together. Doors, windows. And then today we went to look at this other job. We're going to start tomorrow. And it's just a bunch of normal sized windows. It's no big deal. I'm like, okay, you sure? Because I'm hurting. I'm not into lifting anymore. I'm when I tell you that I'm a strong person, it's just a fact. It's not bragging. But I'm injured. So the more I do it, the longer I can't heal. Like, I think I'm at a point now where these injuries aren't going to heal at all. Because I've
never heal right, even if they do.
I've just re-injured them too many times. So show up, and they're like, "Oh no, it's not a big deal. All these windows are just regular. It's just a bunch of them. And they're regular size." So walk in, every fucking window for this house, 3,500 square foot house. So it's one of the smaller ones we work on. Every window, 7 foot wide, 9 foot tall. Every fucking window.
That's not normal.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They're fucking with you.
Yeah. No, they're just piling on because I'll get it done.
Yeah.
And then they just keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on and keep on. And I just keep on doing it. And then it's like, oh, we don't have anything to do, a lot to do next week. We'll slim down. And the next thing you know, it's like, oh, we got too much to do next week. It's like, you know what? I'm about tired of this shit. I'm just about tired of it. Yeah, maybe a little too old.
Fuck working.
Yeah, I like money though. I love my bills to be paid, Mary B.
I know.
And I like to have enough money to pay the next ones too. So
I hear that.
Just a warning to some of the people out there. Maybe a time coming where I have to spend a couple of weeks just grifting on YouTube till I find something else, which would suck because this would be another like high-end skill that is just wasted. Wasted. I've got about 9 like really high-end skills. 8 of them I don't use right now. And I'm thinking about dropping the last one.
Like you go back to
I'm a fucking loser. Yeah. That's because I'm a fucking loser.
You're a loser, guy.
Yeah. I just can't stop. Cannot quit.
Get it.
Last week, we're in the worst part of town. One of the worst parts of Jackson, period. So Monday there was a shooting. Somebody got killed 2 blocks away from where we were working. 2 blocks now. And then Friday there was another shooting. Like close enough to where you hear it and you duck. You're like, oh fuck. And you have to, you know, like, and then they're like, oh yeah, this guy's got about 5 more of them. And it's like, well, I don't need money bad enough to dodge bullets to make money. It's like, oh, it ain't no big deal. It was around the corner. Like, yeah, bullets travel. Bullets travel, dummy.
They're pretty fast.
I don't know. It's just a lot of shit going on. Appreciate the question. No, this wouldn't be a finger removing thing. It's just like the whole meat on the end of my finger right here. It's perfectly cut with the sharpest, strongest scissors, not like, you know, crafting scissors. Like, it's just the whole meat part, just right through it. Like, oh yeah. I was looking and I was like, damn, that's my finger. That's gonna hurt in a second. I cut myself all the time now. I'm like the stitch winner. I've had 220 stitches in my ankle. And altogether, I've had about probably 350 stitches, but never broke a bone.
And you still don't like needles?
Oh, I do not.
You think you'd be used to them by now?
Like is like a really light term for it. Like I have a phobia, like an actual phobia, not like all these people out here that are triggered really easy about dumb shit. I have like an actual phobia. It's fine with me if I'm in there with you and they bring needles in to just poke the fuck out of you just everywhere. I'm fine with that. But one needle comes in the room where I'm at and I have like a full-blown panic attack. Palms start sweating and I'm just too big. Nobody's going to keep me there. So I have to. It takes a long time. Like if I've got something coming up, like I know, like when I cut my finger in the table saw a few years ago, like the guy looked at me and he's like, you're having a panic attack over these little needles I'm about to stick in you. But you literally ran your finger through a table saw and it didn't bother you at all. You wrapped it up. And I had to go back in there and scrape 100 square feet of glue off the floor and put it back in the bucket. While my fingers just, but I could do all that and I had to put it back, you know, because I can't waste the glue. You know what I mean? So I put it back in the bucket and then I went to the emergency room, got it sewed up, and then I came back and finished the job while my finger was still numb. So I'm good with the cuts and shit, but it's not the pain. Like the pain, yeah, look away. Yeah, the trick is to look away. Everybody's got their trick. The trick is to get out of my motherfucking way. If you're bringing that needle in here for me, that's the trick. I had poison ivy in both of my eyes one time for swinging on vines. They were like 100-year-old poison ivy vines. So I got poison ivy all over my face and my eyes. And it took like 9 people to hold me down to give me 2 shots. My dad's one of them. Yeah, he laid across my chest on the fucking thing. And 8 grown men holding me down to give me 2 shots. I'm like, you're going to lose your eyes. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Don't stick me with that. All right, enough talking. Let's do some content.
Enough chit-chatting.
Nobody cares. Let's do some. Nobody cares. This is me all day. Just training for life. All right, so we got next witness video just dropped yesterday. I gotta make sure it's not members only. Oh, she's only got about 16,000 views on it.
This is Larry Foreman.
Oh, wrong guy. That's not next witness. This is next witness. she's got 6,000 on hers. Larry Foreman gets like 100,000 views a video. You can just watch it climb. It's pretty cool. Next Witness has an excellent intro that my wife made for her.
It is awesome.
It is awesome. This is a pretty good video, about 40 minutes, which should take us to about 8 o'clock. About 8 o'clock. No, Home Slice, I'm not hyped. This is just me sober, which is only going to be about 5 more minutes. So I'm not hyped. I'm in a place. I'm in a weird place when I can't smoke weed all day. And I'm in like a weird place where I don't feel good. But I feel fine, so it's a weird place. Which is why I should just stay sober and do the whole low heifer thing, because they won't stop fucking talking about me and I'm just still ignoring it. The shit's really getting on my fucking nerves.
Yeah, it's annoying.
And then people want to blame me for it when I respond to it. And you can look at the content. I've stayed away from it on purpose because it's really like it's a pile on. Well, when people act like a goddamn piece of shit, they need to be piled on. Period. Go back and listen to the words that came out of your mouth. And if you don't think people have the right to criticize you about that, you're a fucking lol heifer. Don't get me started today. Don't get me started. I will swap content. Don't get me started. Period.
I won't.
So,
What are you smoking on again?
this is the first time I've been on this channel sober. I've been sober all day.
Let's get high. I need to get high.
I'm
too.
pissing to.
Oh,
I'm pissing to. As soon as this ticker hits 420, one more person. I got it right here. I got it fucking ready to blast off. But I'm glad I get to hang out with you guys, and I'm glad I get to hang out with my wife doing something she really loves. Listening to me talk like a fucking idiot on the internet. But yeah, I really do want to do like the trial of Jess Machado. I want her to be in the Discord is what I want. I want her to screenshot all of that shit. Just get in there and screenshot yourself to death. Because there ain't shit in there. People think it's like this big magical place. There's really nothing going on but people talking, and that's it. Because if I hear one more thing from them, from these rabid bunnies and from the low heifer about the Discord, I'm going to start posting your bestie verse post. Every fucking post that y'all post in there, I'm going to post it on my YouTube page.
There you go.
If you think you're the only one that can be in somewhere you ain't supposed to be, and the Discord is public. So, wow. That's like breaking into a Waffle House. It was open. You can't break in. It's open.
Right.
Yeah, but your little private bestie verse isn't. Don't fucking make me go through there and get whatever I want out. Because there's some rabid shit up in there. Y'all be talking that mad shit, thinking nobody's in there.
Right now.
Screenshotting, you getting screenshot too. God, glad I don't give a shit about that. We don't need her support. I don't need their support. Whatever. Just keep doing this shit by myself. I do appreciate the 1,000 subs that Jolene and Turtle Boy got me in the last week. It's nice to have people help for once. It took all this time for anybody to just say, hey, go sub to Rat House Media. Because it took this long.
It works.
No, but why did it take this long?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know. But I ain't gonna say. Let's just watch this fucking video so I can calm down. Here we go.
There is the outstanding issue, Your Honor, about Mr. Albert's availability for a deposition. I know we've started discussing the scope, and so I'm...
So now we're going to start narrowing in on deposition availability.
Happy to discuss that whenever.
By the way, I guess that conversation about scope was not just for documents, but also for his deposition and what they're going to be able to ask him about as a deposition.
It makes sense for the court. Okay. Your Honor, since last week, we have made inquiries of the United States Army at Fort Jackson, and we've also done some research about how a deposition of an active duty service member would be arranged. And
well, it doesn't matter if I pass her in subs because every time she goes live, people don't seem to look like she has 1,000 supporters that are there immediately. Bam, right there. Sometimes 1,200. Bam, right there. Look at this number up there. You really want to battle somebody that puts twice as many people in the room as you, regardless of what your subs are? It's not a contest of subs. It's a contest of how many people you can put in a room. How many asses can you put in seats, just like a bar? So, yeah, I'm losing that battle. It wouldn't be a good battle, a good fight to pick.
bottom line up front, Mr. Albert,
is he active duty? I don't know when that counts.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if they're touching themselves while they watch, or they're mad, or they're happy, or they're sad. Doesn't matter. They're watching. So don't pick fights with bigger people.
But they are saying he's active duty. I just don't know when that counts. But why are we doing research and not talking to your client?
Mr. Albert, as a trainee in the United States Army, is under the command and control of his commanding officer. And so if Ms. Reed wishes to take his deposition, yes, sir.
Just curious, did your research include?
This is another misconception as well. So you have an account. So if you have 3 alt accounts and 3 devices, you can show up as 3 people. But if you have 3 devices and they're all in the same account, you're going to show up as 1 person. You're going to count as 1 view. YouTube's way smarter than that. People get unsubbed all the time. You know why? A lot of them have alt accounts and they've subbed to that channel with all of their alt accounts. And YouTube picks that up and boots all the accounts. So that's why some people have to sub. Now, some people just get booted out of, for no reason, just glitches. But some people get booted because they have a shitload of alt accounts and they go to these channels and they sub with all their alt accounts, and then YouTube picks that up because it all goes back to one thing. So they just boot your ass out of there. Yeah, IP addresses. So, yeah, that's a slight misconception.
A subpoena already was served.
Well, Your Honor, so I guess the question you're raising.
And that's a big point, because if you are already drafted into the Army and then suddenly, you get a subpoena, that's one area of law. But what happens if you have a subpoena?
As in, the guy went into the Army knowing that he was under subpoena to testify in this deposition. This is not news to him. He had a valid subpoena. They said they were going to reschedule the deposition, and he decided to go into the Army anyway.
And then you use the Army to try and escape that subpoena by making yourself voluntarily unavailable. That's what the distinction the judge is trying to draw. And he's asking Chris Matty if he has done his research in this regard and if he has an answer for him.
It's like, well, here's a question. He wasn't being subpoenaed as somebody who was actively in training with the U.S. military. He already had this. And a lot of you guys had questions. Did he fill out the form appropriately? Did he lie on the form? And the judge is going to have the same exact questions.
But the court, in everything the court discussed last week, the court operatively said that that is a served and still valid subpoena. When he told your colleague, Colin Albert's going to have to sit for a deposition, the court was saying within that statement that, yes, it's a duly served and still valid subpoena. So that was decided last week, counsel. You might have missed it.
Well, Your Honor, so I guess the question you're raising is, if Mr. Albert had been served with a subpoena,
He had been.
prior to entering the military.
He had been.
And let's presume for a second that subpoena remains valid, even though I know we take a different position.
What? Why wouldn't the subpoena remain valid? They definitely served him before he left.
He then enters the United States Army in the interim. The United States Army has custody of his person. And so if the deposition is going to take place after the date upon which it was originally scheduled, April 29th, I think, then the only way for that deposition to occur is with the...
Amy doesn't know. My supportive people like Diane G and a few other ones have sent so many fucking turtle chats. So many. Whatever that is lasted a while. Whatever that is.
Consent of the United States Army. And the way, and there's a process for that.
Now
what would happen is Attorney Reed's counsel, Miss Reed's counsel, or we could help facilitate this process, would reach out to the staff judge advocate at Fort Jackson and let them know that there is a request for a non-party in civil litigation pending in Massachusetts.
Why is this their problem when he was served before, though? Did you notice that he kind of navigated in there? I mean, we could help with this. Why is this the other party's problem? Why isn't this your problem?
It's to take Mr. Albert's deposition. And I've never done that before, so I don't know exactly how that process would play out, but I know that that would be the necessary first step. Now, I've called the staff judge advocate 4 times at Fort Jackson between last week and this
Sorry, Cajun, I'm done now. I'm done. I'm about to take a nap.
morning. I've left 4 messages. I haven't heard back.
Yeah, they don't work for you. They're going to call you when they get to it. So you don't know, which is why if you create this kind of issue for yourself, it shouldn't be somebody else's problem.
I've also consulted with a colleague who's a former JAG officer with 2 combat deployments.
Did he say JAG officer? JAG officer? Did he just call Colin JAG officer?
That's what I thought I heard.
I thought that he said, did you jack off, sir?
We don't want to know that.
It's an odd question.
She advised me that
I mean, I appreciate your colleague who was JAG, who had 2 combat deployments. Thank them for their service. How does this have anything to do with when Colin Albert's going to be available? Like, yay for co-counsel, but also what does it have to do with the question that the court asked you last week was, when is Colin Albert available? Your Honor, we can talk to him on Saturday. You've done a whole lot of conversation around not answering that.
the process would definitely include the staff judge advocate at Fort Jackson, may also include the Army Litigation
the
Division,
queen,
which is the main legal component of the United States Army.
Million subs.
And that process would just have to play out. But the reality is neither we nor Mr. Albert have any authority to present him for a deposition while he is in basic training. He's not given any leave. He's not given any visitation at Fort Jackson. He has very limited access to telephone. His day starts at 4:30 in the morning, ends at 9 p.m., and it's entirely structured.
His day starts at 4:30 in the morning and it ends at 9 p.m. and it's entirely structured, and he doesn't even have a phone. Okay, so there go all your arguments about anybody harassing Colin Albert over social media during the time that he has no access.
Let's also point out that most people, when they go to boot camp, they have to sit in the office for like 4 or 5 fucking weeks. So it's a good chance that he's not even anywhere but down at the damn headquarters, just having to sit there all day like he's in jail. So he's possibly not even like gone to boot camp or anything like that. So he's probably just sitting in a fucking room doing nothing all day.
To his phone, because if he didn't see it, is it harassment?
I'm curious whether the court would hold, like...
Yeah, I don't mean that Melanie's not also a queen, but I mean, CDB. Million subscribers. Her and Melanie are like, one would be like, if it was Game of Thrones, they would both have their own little, you know, little land to be queen of, you know.
Grant the motion to compel.
Huh?
That's my favorite Game of Thrones. But Melanie is our queen. You know,
Yeah.
like
Oh, for sure. Our
Emily is
community.
like the queen, but Melanie.
Emily's like the queen of YouTube because she's just powerhouse. She's in a league of her own.
Yeah, she's badass.
And I'm not trying to take anything against Melanie Little. And if she shows up in here, y'all better fucking act right. Don't be in here saying a bunch of dumb shit. I'm like kicking Lubin off of here. And
I don't know, like, you know, why
I've got a motion always ready. Or if Melanie shows up, I'm just gonna pop that bad boy up and start reading. I don't even know what the motion is. Oh my God. Oh, I saw it. Yeah, Emily. See, I saw how you didn't forget Trial Channel's birthday.
Oh, Jesus.
No, let's
Trial Channel.
No, let's go there. I had that waiting. Look at this. Hold on. I'm just kidding. Her birthday is easier to remember. You know,
Right.
it's easier to remember your friends' birthdays.
Set a date and then have a contempt hearing.
This is where he starts getting into, here's my tiny violin. We're calling. Listen.
Like, you knew about this
Yes,
before.
Jessica.
This is not a me problem. This is not a them problem. This is a you problem.
Depositions are rescheduled all the time. All the time. Okay. The reason they agreed to reschedule this deposition is because Colin Albert attorneys didn't want to turn over all of the communications that Karen Reed's attorneys requested from him so that they could properly depose him.
This is going to get real messy. I've never seen this issue come up in a case before. So for that, I guess I'm grateful. But this is going to get real messy.
And the basic combat training program is phased. So that phase 2 builds on phase 1, phase 3 builds on phase 2.
And this is why people have been saying that if Colin has to get pulled out of basic for a few days, he may have to restart the entirety of basic training.
They have limited access to talk to him. Right. You were supposed to talk to him on Saturday.
Because the whole point is that it's rigorous and it's a simple, direct path to it's brainwashing. You're turned into a soldier. You're turned into a killing machine for the United States government.
This is a 10-week program.
Last week, it was a 3-week program, then a 10-week program. This week, it's a 10-week program. I still don't know.
It can't be interrupted so that, oh, well, okay, we'll let you do that. And then you go and take care of your family needs. And no, your ass is mine, says Uncle Sam.
Thank you.
You work for me now. So we're not going to be able to pull him out is bogus. It is a complete sham. Chris Maddie can pull Colin Albert out. But the problem is it is going to interrupt the flow for Colin and he's going to have to start his shindig over.
What is clear is that none of this is a problem for the other side.
Which sounds like a Colin problem, not like a Ms. Reed or Judge Gilday's problem.
This is a problem for you. And the discovery cutoff is the discovery cutoff. How is he going to do depositions as a plaintiff in another lawsuit, though? The conflicting information about this has been curious.
After which we understand he will be granted leave. And so
I did see that she was in there. Obviously, we were watching it, but not here on this channel, but before I went live. I saw her in there. And if she comes in here and you people just keep on with sitting like there's a bunch of potheads in here, you have a problem. Better get smart quick.
What he asked Rosenberg. So this is the conversation they had about this last week.
It was, listen, if Judge Gilday were to permit, given the burden
on Colin Albert, listen to this. Sir, what part of this hard stop discovery deadline do you not understand?
So just to be certain, just to be clear here, what his answer was, and this is what we left off at last hearing, was, well, contact them and tell them that there's been a subpoena that has already been served on Colin Albert and he needs to appear. And what do we have to do to facilitate that? And his answer to that is, I called them 4 times and left messages and no one got back to me. That's his response as we sit here today.
That forcing Mr. Albert to submit to a deposition while he's in basic training would impose. If Judge Gilday were to permit an enlargement of the scheduling order for the sole purpose of conducting this deposition after Mr. Albert completes basic training, and if the other parties agreed to that, would you? And they said no. And I asked them why, and they said they had strategic reasons. And
I think, I could be wrong, and I don't want to assign motive, right? I don't like doing that. But I think he thinks, and I would agree with him, that Gilday doesn't seem like the type of judge that likes these shady strategic lawyers.
What are the chances that he watched the hearing where the judge was all mad about the strategic reasons and that's why he's bringing it up? I'm just curious.
But in reality, every case I've ever had, there's strategy in who you depose when.
Of course. The sequencing of depositions are very, very important in a complex litigation case like this.
They want to put the depositions in order so that they can follow up.
You want certain information from different deponents, different witnesses throughout the discovery process. There are certain things that you may learn from a witness today that you're going to use for the next deposition that you're going to be doing tomorrow.
I imagine they would want to take Colin Albert's deposition before they took his parents' depositions so that they could follow up on it.
Right. This is very common practice for civil litigation. You have to, it's a chess game. So you have to know, you specifically lay out which depositions you want to be taken first, second, third, fourth, etc.
They're allowed to order their depos the way that they want.
So that's why they're not going to allow, they don't agree to that.
What it made me wonder is why they hadn't taken his deposition in the many, many months during which this case has been pending, and why they didn't take his deposition when he actually sat for it 2 weeks ago.
We just told you why, because he didn't prove the information.
It's like, well, Judge, they had a chance to take this depo without the documents, without proper time to prep, with all these other fights going on.
Then as the clock began to tick and Colin realized, oh crap, it's now or never, you know what? I'm just going to join the Army.
He was subjected to a subpoena before he even decided to enlist in the Army.
That argument doesn't work, Maddie, and you know it.
So enough already with the red, white, and blue.
And once again, the witness doesn't get to just fully dictate and tell the lawyers, you show up this day. That's just not how it works.
Okay. This is all BS. It's gaslighting. And he knew when he enlisted that he was going to have to give a deposition. So enough already.
And why they didn't take his deposition when he actually sat for it 2 weeks ago.
Because they didn't have the
The
documents.
answer to the latter question is they didn't have the document.
Sorry, Judge. Sorry, Judge G. Sorry, Judge G.
And they had said in their discussions with you that they wanted the documents before they took the deposition.
And they don't have the documents now, Judge. And so what I'm saying is...
So the game playing continues here. You know, these guys are in control of the documents. They won't take the deposition until...
You don't have to do that just because you missed my birthday party, Emily. It's not necessary. But it does help. I forgive you. I won't ever bring it up again until tomorrow.
So they have the documents.
And so what I'm saying is, given the burden that this would place on Mr. Albert, and the fact that he's already been...
Excuse me for interrupting, but the burden is self-imposed.
Ooh, ouch.
Oh, shit. Judge G's out. Judge G's done.
That was the biggest ouch. This judge kind of just says what he thinks.
Judge G is like, you've punched yourself in the face and are like, stop hitting me.
And he's like, the burden that this has created for Colin Albert. And the judge is like,
stop punching yourself in the face then.
That burden, is self-imposed.
The burden is self-imposed.
The burden is self-imposed.
The judge just keeps saying, he stands up there and he says, well, it's self-imposed. So what? What are you doing about it? You just simply saying it was self-imposed. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to call the Army, pick up the phone?
Yes, he is. He's telling them to lean on the JAG, whoever their contact is. Whether the judge will do it if they don't come through, who knows? But he certainly is putting the pressure on these guys.
I can see the military. I can see the military paying attention to Judge Gilday in Massachusetts State Court. Okay, yeah.
He was to serve the subpoena.
Mods, please drop next witness channel in the chat. Obviously, some people aren't subbed up. I thought everybody on the internet was subbed to next witness. Emily C. Trial channel, Fervent. It's like a little collective there. So drop that in the chat. Corey, make sure you get subbed up. You'll love her channel. She does really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Before he...
Matter of fact, we need to drop Emily C. Fervent, Trial channel, and Court Chop. Just drop them. Get them, just drop them in there. Everybody gets subbed up. I know there's not thousands of people here, but if you're not subbed, go get subbed.
Less in the U.S. Army. Well, if you've got that subpoena, then now don't cry foul because, oh, it's such a burden to leave basic training. You knew you had that subpoena. And you created this burden by quickly enlisting the Army and running off to Fort Jackson.
I get it. I get your realistic approach to this, but it still has to be pursued. You can't just let Colin Albert win by pulling off this little I'm joining the military.
He did not have to join now, right? He could have joined before and already been in the military. He could join later. He knew this was going on. He decided to become a plaintiff in another lawsuit.
Because there was a subpoena.
Is Trial Channel here? If so, everybody tell her happy birthday. She might be lurking too. She likes to lurk sometimes.
Happy birthday. Wow.
Happy birthday to the Trial Channel.
And as I've said a number of times, a subpoena has to mean something.
A subpoena has been issued, and a subpoena has to mean something. And that something is it must be abided by. Judge Gilday is not taking any of this Army crap to heart. He gets it. He understands. Okay, he's in basic training. Pull him out. Pick a date. Pick several dates for him to be available for deposition. Pull him out of basic. Get him deposed and then send him back. I don't care.
Now, you're not going to get him out. I don't care whether you think he's in a program here, a program there. The military is not going to give them to you for deposition right now.
The Army does not mess around with court stuff. When courts require your presence, they will procure you.
They can't get him.
Oh, and drop Meatball's little channel too. If you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning, Meatball's live. So you never know when you're going to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And you want to get some good info, whenever y'all drop everybody else's channel there, grab Meatballs and drop it too.
All right. The military, unless the military is producing him, he's not going to be produced. It's so simple as that. And people don't like to hear that.
And there was also some agreement between the attorneys. In the words,
not up 5 o'clock.
Actions of the attorneys need to mean something too.
Your Honor, let me just say a couple things in response.
Subpoenas need to mean something, and the words and actions of lawyers need to mean something. A+.
First of all, I am not aware of any agreement between attorneys. I've read that.
Here the fuck we go. I've read that email chain. We didn't agree. Here we go. The court's like, your word has to mean something. Subpoenas have to mean something. This court is over the gamesmanship. He made that clear last hearing.
If there are no consequences for any, these deadlines don't mean squat. If there are no consequences, and so far we've seen no consequences.
Skirt. That's Rosa. Rosada. That's Rosada. You don't know, you've never seen Meatball Morrissey's sketty stains in the chat? Meatball Morrissey's sketty stains. So, yeah, she has her, started going live. She's like the rest of them. She's smart. She's up way too early. Way too early.
I was not the one negotiating this, but I read that email traffic. And that deposition was canceled. And if they want to take a deposition of him on a different date, they can issue a subpoena for a different date.
He said the deposition was canceled. The way I read things,
just started like 2 weeks
ago. Like it was
ago.
rescheduled. There's an argument. Did they cancel it or did they reschedule it? Which is semantics, and lawyers are going to lawyer.
I don't think it was canceled. The emails very clearly say reschedule, reschedule, reschedule. That's not canceled.
To argue that the subpoena has been canceled, it's a very, very bad argument, very weak argument, and Chris knows it.
Look at the timing of this. Subpoena is sent out, right? He's not in the military at that point. Somewhere along the line, they reschedule, and it's because they couldn't get the material that they needed. Then he joins the military, arguing that the subpoena was not rescheduled, it was canceled.
There's nothing that I can imagine that's going on in Chris's mind that he would actually think that this is a winning argument, that this is a good argument. It's not.
Hello, Lawleen. What's up?
Hello. How are you guys?
Lawleen. We're just wishing the Trial Channel a happy birthday.
I wish you a happy birthday before I come up here. Happy birthday.
Oh, you were down there slumming in the chat?
Yeah, like people who have to drive home from work too.
Especially the people on this fucking channel. This is the, well, except for Lubin. Lubin said, fuck that. Fuck work.
Did I push Mary B off?
No, it's just something came up.
Oh.
So yeah. But we were talking about Meatball. You're up that early, I think. Meatball does a little morning show.
And I did not know Meatball had a channel.
Mm-hmm. Everybody's got one. Every account is a YouTube channel. If you request in YouTube Studio, download it, request to go live, you can go live in 24 hours.
I know that. I just didn't know that they were actively involved.
I know. I'm just fucking with you. Like 2 weeks ago, she started going live, and she goes live at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Well, that'll give me something to listen to then. I will be there.
Yeah. She's a smarty pants like the rest of them. Like the rest of y'all. So what you been doing, Lawlene? I didn't see you this weekend. I figured y'all were doing sports or taking a break from all of it.
Sports. It was the first weekend it hasn't rained. So I was like having a lot of fun out in the yard and
just running around the yard playing by yourself. I almost said with yourself. By yourself.
You know,
not in the yard, Lawlene.
Working in the flower beds and trimming hedges and cleaning stuff up, just getting stuff
trimming
done.
hedges, really on top of it.
Thanks, Lubin.
Make sure that everybody in the chat says hello. Y'all got to say hey to Dusty today. Dusty's got to respond to every single one of them.
Lubin
yeah,
has
it's been too long, Lawlene.
She thought I was going to forget about that. Not going to forget. Okay, she doesn't have to respond, but say hey to her anyways. We're just watching this Next Witness video.
I know. Next Witness.
This is little Colin. Yeah. He didn't know when he went to the Army that they had already subpoenaed him. It's like, really? Because I think the guy that serves you with it, they sent to serve you, and they're like, are you Colin? And it's like, yes, I'm Colin. And they're like, here's your fucking subpoena.
Well, that's not his argument.
Or they just send it to the lawyer, and then the lawyer's responsible.
But that's not his argument. He's saying that he did attend his deposition and that it did not get rescheduled when he didn't have the documents.
Not his fault.
Well,
convenient.
That's the game that his lawyers are playing too. They're trying to act like it's nothing to see here. This is how it goes, and it's not. I can't wait to see what his application looks like.
So how many things in this whole drama situation, how many things is Colin going to barely get out of?
Hooked on it?
Just skin of his teeth to get out of it and not have to answer for anything. Landed on my fist. Like the only story he told was a fucking lie. Nobody's ever fell down and landed on their fists unless you're in the Kumite. Those guys, Frank Dukes maybe could land on his fist and not break both both wrists. It's just not possible.
He hasn't gotten away with anything.
Yes, he has.
No, it's not over.
Well, I guess there's no he hasn't really gotten away with it yet. But he's close. Because they don't seem to be pressuring him to do shit.
Well, all these hearings are pressuring him, and it's great that the judge is holding him to the fire.
He's in the Army.
And
the only pressure he's got, if he's in boot camp yet, because everybody knows they've had somebody go in the Army. Those guys will sit there for weeks on end at the headquarters. They won't go anywhere. They can't go anywhere. They sign their life away, but they have to sit there and wait for the next boot camp to start.
I mean, the word around the YouTube street says he didn't do well on his ASVAB, so he's in a prep school to take the ASVAB anyway.
Come on now.
It's not even active.
We knew he wasn't going to do well on a written test. Come on. Have you seen the video?
When your parents tell you the night before, hey, you need to join the military, go take this test real quick. Need to get you out of here.
Yeah. It's like the test Forrest Gump took. Then the principal said, did you see this line right here, Mrs. Gump? This is your boy right here. He didn't quite make it to the line. But hell, if he can hold a gun, they'll take him.
And be brainwashed. Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Perfect
He's already
candidate.
brainwashed. He's pre-washed.
I'm saying he's a perfect candidate.
Yeah. He'll do whatever it takes to get the fuck out of Canton.
He's going to have to learn humility, though.
Oh, they'll beat that into him. But he'll only be humble to those people. He won't be humble to everybody.
Oh, right.
Just those people, his superiors.
Superior officers.
Yes. All right, fuck it. Back to this. Get a little bit of this.
He's stuck making it. He's going to try to do it as good as he can. But let me tell you something, okay?
Brother Counsel been killing it. I just want to say that.
Chris is a good enough attorney to know that this argument is not a winner.
Maybe you want to call it cancel if they're the ones that pick a date and change the date.
Here's the thing.
Yes, Olaf
Easy
too.
position for Mr. Maddie here to be in. Mr. Maddie's like, I'm not on those emails, but I read those emails and it was canceled. There's no agreement. Mr. Maddie's coming in hot, being like, no, if they want to take a deposition, subpoena him again. Good luck.
It's a ridiculous argument to say that the subpoena was canceled.
It wasn't canceled. It was rescheduled. There's a difference. They didn't withdraw their subpoena and say, you know what? We don't want his deposition at all.
But he may not, because he's going to be really good at like the obstacle courses and shit. Because I'm not saying he's the greatest athlete in the world, but he's probably more of an athlete than a lot of the guys who join the Army. They have a hard time running between obstacles. You know what I'm saying? Like he'll excel in the physical part, I think. If they ask him questions, he's going down. He's still getting latrine duty.
He's free to go. They didn't do that. Stop it.
This just doesn't, you don't hear this type of argument in all these civil cases. You serve subpoenas, the dates get moved around all the time.
Did you ever withdraw a subpoena? Did you ever cancel a subpoena and instead of rescheduling because there was a conflict or somebody had something else to do that day and couldn't make it, the guy was sick? Did you just assume that you had to serve him again? No.
You never hear arguments like this. Well, you moved the date, so therefore it's canceled.
Stop it.
Oh, God. I've had 2 of those. I'm going to tell you, we could do a whole channel with all the content that you needed for one solid year on any teenage girl. It's just, they are a nightmare.
Yes,
the boys are so much easier. It's just, I'm not because I'm a guy, because we raised kids and reared kids, and it's like, oh my God. These girls, these fucking girls are nuts. Wow. Especially mine too. Wow.
You're embarrassing yourself.
It's a very, very bad argument, very weak argument, and Chris knows it.
And that's clearly not the position that the court is taking.
I don't think the judge is going to see it as canceled. That's just my guess.
The court made it clear last hearing that the court believes that this is still a valid subpoena.
And I also want to just say one thing in response
you better get
to
scared.
The idea that Mr. Albert has imposed a burden on himself. If he is told that his deposition is being canceled, and then he alerts everybody to the fact that he's decided to enlist in the United States Army to serve his country, and tells everybody that he's going to...
Who told him it was canceled, though? Who told him it was canceled? Are you going to try to throw your client under the bus? Who told him it was canceled? If y'all told him it was canceled, that's on y'all.
And tells everybody that he's going to be available for a deposition in a compressed period of time, and one party decides not to take advantage.
Lawland, do you think EDB would make more money if she became a judge?
No.
Hell no. That's the good lawyer now doesn't have to worry about like becoming a judge and getting all that extra side money, you know. They can just get on YouTube and talk about whatever.
No, she is like triple dipping.
Oh my. Man. Look at this guy right here. Look at him, Lawland. He did the olive oil treatment right before the show. Look at that hair. Look at it. Not one hair is out of place. Not one.
Mm-hmm.
It's not greasy. It's not greasy, but it's not dry. You know what I mean?
Lubin could be helping our channel so much.
Oh. He didn't care about us. Look at this dude's hair. Look at him. You can't sit there and look like that, and then the rest of us have to be on YouTube too.
That's to be illegal.
Damn.
The Greek masterpiece.
Advantage of that. And then he enlists and subjects himself to basic training.
He's subjecting himself to basic training. He's subjecting himself to basic training. What do you mean? He's subjecting himself. So you really want to do it?
And the idea is that he was supposed to organize his life choices as a non-party witness around when Miss Reed might ultimately decide to take his death.
I mean, we don't believe that he's just sitting there looking like that, just like a regular dude. You know what I mean? He's got to have the stylist. And when he goes off camera and they like get that one hair, that just, you know what I mean? And that's Lawlene. She'd take that job, take a half of her pay that she gets now. No retirement. No retirement.
Let me fix that hair, baby.
Position. I don't think it's fair.
Here's the problem. All of that sounds fine and good. And I, agree. Serving your country is a very big deal. And we're all very thankful for that.
But he wants us to believe that Colin Albert is subjecting himself to basic training. And then
they wouldn't care.
His life choices should revolve around when Karen Reed chooses to depose him. Sir, take all the seats.
But that is totally diminishing the rights of another human being and a citizen whose freedoms people in the military fight for.
Should we get up and salute and start the we love you, Conrad? Oh, yes, we do. He's doing it for America, everyone. He's doing it for America. This is a man who is scared of a turtle, and he's going to go defend his country.
And he can't just create a burden, like the judge said, because serving your country is more important than a civil case.
What was the TED Talk, Lawlene?
I didn't see it. I'm having to go Google it.
Oh, God. We'll put it up. We'll watch it. Okay.
Which I think we would all agree. It's more important than most civil cases. But in this scenario, the timing is very, very important. And that's what the judge is looking at here.
He's also the plaintiff in another lawsuit. How was he going to deal with that? But Your Honor, it's not fair. Well, counsel, we're going to get back to take CV backsies. He was subpoenaed.
I don't think it's fair to suggest that he's imposed this burden on himself. He's undertaking a burden to serve our country, made himself available for a deposition, and now all we're saying is, under these circumstances, wouldn't it make sense to conduct this particular deposition when the young man has completed his basic training and after which we've resolved all these issues about documents?
And it seems like a reasonable request. Look at how he's standing up for Colin. Colin is just here to serve our country. He is just here to do his civic duty, Your Honor. And why can't we just let him do that? What's the problem here? It sounds so patriotic. You almost want to rally behind him.
Wow. I mean, that was some speech. Wasn't that so patriotic?
Danny.
That was.
Now would be the perfect time to play Buchanan doing Proud to be an American.
Well, yeah, I don't want to get copyrighted. I don't think that song's copyright.
Even when it's like a band performing it, you can't play it?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, no. I don't know about those types of songs like the Star Spangled Banner and shit like that.
It's Lee Greenwood, and that his name. I mean, it's a song, so yeah. I think it applies to all rules, but figured if a band was playing it, it didn't matter.
I sent Grant a StreamYard link on X, so I know he was live earlier, so he may pop up at any time. I told him just to come hang out and we'll burn a couple of things.
I don't know how well I'll fit in with Grant.
Me either, but we're going to smoke. So you fit in with me, so you'll fit in with him. What are you talking about? He's smart. Y'all be up here yapping, I'll just be up here napping.
You got to get hype, ain't he?
That's going on a shirt. That's going on a shirt.
That was a good one.
Check this out. Look at as if it couldn't get any worse than his YouTube shows. Here you go. Look at this. Olive oil treatment the night before the show. Look at it. Here we go. I don't even know where this is on YouTube. I don't want to get in trouble. We're not going to play the whole thing.
And define what justice is. So I'm not here to scare you. I am here to recruit you to be a big fan of justice? Because if I asked everybody in this room, are you a big fan of justice? Would you raise your hand? Yes. Most people would. But you'd be lying. At least when I compare it to things that we are big fans of. Like myself, it's sports. Huge.
It's not members only. It's not even on his page. It's on TED Talks. 44 million subs. I doubt he wants to copyright strike somebody down here at the bottom. No, don't punch down, Ted. I'm not watching at all. Get over yourself.
Florida State Seminoles fan. When we lose, it hurts. And we lost a lot this year because I care. I still think about it right now. It doesn't just affect me for one day or 1 week. My father-in-law's here. He's a lifelong Browns fan. How do you think he feels?
Got him.
Or if you're like my wife, the favorite character of your favorite TV show dies. Stopped watching, but hasn't stopped talking about it since. Because she cares. But what about...
Anyways, I just want to show you that. Make sure you go watch it.
You have to tell me twice.
Yeah. I figured you'd be watching it now.
So patriotic. Like his life choices. Because his life choices up to this point might not have been so good. Bang, bang.
The military, by the way, I see the comments in here. The military does not have to produce him if he was under subpoena because they're a branch of the federal government. They do not have to.
All that. Yeah.
That's right. They're immune from all that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's why I'd love to have been involved in that conversation. You know, do you think Colin Albert said, man, I can't wait to serve my country? I just don't get that he's that kind of guy. But I bet you there was a lot of conversation within the House defendants, crybabies, about how to solve this little problem. They don't want him deposed either.
All right. You know, I have a short attention span. So I was doing something else. And I found this. And they're talking so loud, I couldn't make it out while we're playing this video. So we're going to watch this real quick. It's short. Glare put this on X. Let me read it says, I find myself kind of struggling with whether or not I should even attempt to grasp what I'm looking at here in summary. So I don't know what it is. It's like a surprise to me because I don't keep up with all this shit on purpose. Let's see what this is. 30 seconds.
No more of this lady.
Okay.
No more.
Okay. Michael.
This lady stinks.
Michael, shut the fuck up.
She
what
stinks.
is the matter with
Get him,
you?
Kim.
Get him, Kim.
You let's okay. All right.
Who is
ask this lady to go on.
God.
Ask her to go on for
What
8
is
more minutes
happening?
about nothing. Oh, lady, ma'am, call back on for 8 more minutes about nothing.
That is so
if you have the free
mean.
time. Hey, listen, you give somebody 6 minutes. After minute 7, it's fair game. Enough.
People think I'm the problem, Kim.
Oh,
It's
God.
ridiculous.
Oh my, it's gonna be good God, lady. All right.
I don't get it.
Okay.
I thought it was something different.
Who are they talking about?
What's the relevance of that? Just the people that are on the show or what? Is that like, are those people hanging out with Nurse Kim all the time now? I didn't catch the last 2.
Okay, so it was something about a caller.
Oh, the caller was shitty. What's the lady who always does the, you know what? There's one more thing I want to tell you before I let you get out of here.
The lady from Canada.
Brenda?
Yes, we love Brenda. That's it. We love Brenda.
Nurse Kim and crew were taking Jim McCabe's side and crapping on Turtle Boy.
What? Say that one more time. I think I
It's just a chat in here. Nurse Kim and crew were taking Jim McCabe's side and crapping on TV. Oh, Jess Machado's side. I don't know. There's 2 JMs.
Damn. Guess we're missing more than I think we're missing.
I can't handle anymore.
I can, but you know, not right now.
I'm good.
Yeah, the whole Jolene and now Megan Fox, and you got all these other people that are like below them in that community that are on everybody's case. Like me up here napping while y'all up here yapping.
I really wish I could have seen that one that he went on. What's the 2 ladies that had been coming on a lot?
Something's off.
Yeah, that Will and TV did a members only with them yesterday on their channel.
Yeah, they always do Monday members only.
Mhm.
So they had Turtle Boy on, and then Will went on.
Did you watch it?
No, I'm not a member. And we were online, I think, or something. I don't know. I forget. And then he also went on Ray's show.
Yeah, I started listening to that at the end of work today.
Yeah, we can check it out after we get done with this next witness if you want to. Don't matter to me.
I still haven't finished the fervent video you started on your last stream. TV decided to go live.
We don't
The one
finish videos.
about everyone, reasons who's all missed their depositions. Like, I hadn't heard a lot of that.
Yeah, it was a good video. But that's the problem here. Sometimes I go to a video on YouTube and it's like, you watched half of that? I can't remember watching it.
A lot of it.
We run out of time a lot because we do this.
We'll finish next witness's video right before you redirect us.
Yeah, it's also why you can't copyright strike me. Because if they watch it, they'll be like, look, this only played 8 minutes of your video on 4 hours worth of show.
You know, he's not going to help the cause.
Deposition wasn't canceled, Your Honor. You can read the emails yourself. I'm the one who wrote it. It said the deposition will be rescheduled.
Damn it, I want to quit stopping it. But why are y'all saying this about Nurse Kim? Some people are saying she's whatever. I don't even want to watch it.
I've just gotten vibe lately that there's some maybe hurt feelings and mixed emotions.
All right, we got to get through with this video, and it's too good to just jump off of it. So
yeah,
but we're gonna watch that. Somebody send me the Nurse Kim. They probably already have. Never mind. I got LYK up over here in another tab, and it's on top of the Discord one. So I got 2 LYKs up right now. It's just
you're so lucky.
He's just rubbing it in. Look at him. Calm down, LYK.
When we resolve the pending dispute over the documents, Mr. Maddie points out we still don't have the documents.
Which is like very normal language. Like that happens all the time. Like we can't do this depo without the documents. So we're going to have to reschedule. And I usually say, and you're going to pay for the court reporter or whatever, whatever else that we might have to pay for if it's a last minute cancellation. That's usually the verbiage we use in emails like that.
Mr. Maddie points out we still don't have the documents. That's because they still haven't agreed to produce the documents, and we need to be back here with Your Honor for a second hearing to get what we believe is a significantly narrowed scope, which we proposed last week after Your Honor provided some feedback on the initial scope. Also, subpoena is not a request. Mr. Maddie said a request that he be deposed. It's not a request. It's a court order. The case law is clear. A subpoena is a court order, and obviously.
No, it's not a request. We're not requesting shit. We're demanding. Show up and be deposed. Okay, we'll reschedule. Give us the documents. No. Yes. No.
At the end of the day, everyone here, I think, respects a decision to serve our country. But the timing of this is extremely relevant.
Right there.
Serve
Yes, we respect the fact that he wants to serve our country, but it's the timing of his decision. He chose to go and serve our country, under the guise of serving our country to avoid the subpoena. What you, Your Honor, Judge Gilday, has already said. So why do we keep coming back to this issue? Very good work, Rosenberg. Very good work.
We served the deposition, the subpoena. We had the back and forth where we said we would reschedule. We waited 3 weeks for a response on the documents. We got an email that said, in effect, he's available for the next 13 days, and then he's gone.
And that's the other problem is that 3-week delay. Every time you delay, that's going to be held against you. That 3-week delay is going to hurt as well, as it should.
It's not appropriate, and that's not in compliance with a subpoena that's issued by counsel through this court.
Your Honor, I don't understand any prejudice to Ms. Reed or her counsel for taking this deposition 3 weeks after the August 17th.
And yes, he does. Yes, he does, and he knows it. Of course, if you're involved in civil litigation, which you are, Chris, then you know exactly what the importance of sequencing different depositions are. Of course, there's a prejudice. Don't pretend like there's not.
Deadline? I'm not understanding what the prejudice might be. I do understand and respect the need for court-ordered deadlines.
I don't know what their strategy is. I don't know either.
And that was the judge saying, strategy is totally okay. And I don't like media strategy. I don't like clickbait lawyering. I don't like pandering to social media. Okay. We all know he doesn't like that. He probably hates me talking about this case. And everybody that talks about it on social media, he probably wishes they weren't talking about it, which I get it, right? And take no offense. But that's not the same thing as legal strategy and how you're litigating or trying your case.
Maybe they wanted to depose Colin first for a specific reason.
That's totally appropriate. And it's not the judge's job, nor is the judge supposed to get involved in a lawyer's strategy. A lawyer is allowed to represent their client and have the strategy that's best for their client in their case. And he can't step in and say, no, pick a different strategy. They chose that lawyer to be their lawyer, not the judge.
So it is going to prejudice Ms. Reed, contrary to what Chris Matty just said, to depose Colin in August, September, whatever.
Being said, whatever their strategy was, apparently meant that they weren't going to take his deposition in the first year in which this case was pending, and then decided that they would take it. And then when there was a dispute about documents, our position.
It's like, dude, come on. Now, I've given him some flowers for some of his arguments, but to act like it's unreasonable or even unusual for somebody to extend or reschedule a depo because they don't have the documents, he's like, and then they come up with this whole theory, like we don't have our documents yet.
Our position is they cancel it. Our position is that there is not a valid subpoena to be enforced right now. However, given the importance of working collaboratively with counsel, we are going to continue to do that. And if the court tells us that we need to find a way to pull Colin Albert out of basic training, we will go ahead and see what that process is.
Okay, good.
And pursue it.
Okay, so Chris is at least giving the court the latitude, so generous of him, that if Judge Gilday comes to us and says, pull Colin out of basic, he is going to be deposed, we will make that happen. Why couldn't we start there? You know why? Because Matty knows he's losing. He tried everything else first, failed. Okay, we'll procure him. Don't worry. Just say the word. Just say the word.
But I don't think that's fair to him. I really don't.
I don't think that's fair to him. He's being subjected.
No more Betero? Y'all are going to have to do some more convincing because y'all know I love Nurse Kim. She can have her own opinion. Ain't going to bother me a bit. We're going to watch it in a minute.
Somebody named Phil in the chat said that she did a monologue at the beginning of the video. So I was asking if it was that video that you just played the clip from about where she stands.
Is it yesterday's live she did? Because that's what I got pulled up.
That's what I was asking, Phil.
Yeah, I got it pulled up. I mean, unless she specifically says she don't like me. And
what I'm gathering from the chat is that she's been supportive of Jess back when stuff started with Will, and then had the two people on you just showed who are not fans of Aiden. So I don't know.
Well, don't we think Nurse Kim can have her own opinion? Support who she wants to?
I'm lost in it all. But absolutely, she can support who she wants to.
I mean,
got her reasons closer to the situation than we all are. She knows more than we do.
We'll watch it. We'll see.
To basic training. Serving our country is a privilege, not a burden, sir. And you don't think it's fair to him to have to leave basic training when he knew that he was under subpoena and that he was going to have to appear for a deposition?
And there's another element to this that actually just hit me. So Colin Albert is going to be going through this basic training, this rigorous military style training. Right now, he is a fragile little girl flowing in the wind with his skirt showing his undies, you know, like very Marilyn Monroe style, if you get the image in your head. And he's terrified. What if they also sent him to the military in order to toughen him up so that he spends the summer, you know, turning into a man and comes back ready to tackle any and all questions brought to him by these counsel? That's another theory for you.
I really don't. And I don't think Attorney Rosenberg thinks that's fair to him. When we could take this deposition just a few weeks after.
Yeah, he does think it's fair, Chris. And you know he thinks it's fair. But he's just doing.
So she admitted to hearing the recording, and that's involved in the case. And now he can't be involved in anything to do with her channel. Well, that sucks.
Where did she be hearing the recording? Because he said as recent as today that he told them about the recording.
don't know. But yeah, if I can get up early on Sundays, just not this Sunday, and hang out with Betero. If he just if there's a loose Betero on Sunday mornings and he needs somewhere to spit a bunch of facts, he can have my channel on Sundays. I'll just sit here and make money off of him. I mean, not make money, listen to him. Just sit here and listen to him.
I feel the same way as Troy. This guy's her rebound guy, not her forever guy. Cut her some slack. She's got a lot going on.
Yeah.
I'm feeling that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Because never mind.
If he's doing his part. I mean, he's for her. I personally still don't think it matters that he didn't publicize the video. Like, he did not post it or try to blackmail Karen or get Nurse Kim to blackmail her. I mean, even if she heard it, it really doesn't change how I feel about it, honestly.
I don't know. I'd have to know more about it. So I don't want to say anything either way until we watch a little.
Bending to his friend, like-minded friend. So.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? Waking up Sundays to come here to hang out with Mark Betero? Like fucking 7,000 people. 30 or 40,000 views.
Representing Colin Albert. So he's doing his part to make the best argument that he can. But, you know, he doesn't really mean any of this.
One witness, then he will have finished basic combat training. He will be on leave. You won't need to go through this process, which I'm just now learning about trying to persuade the United States Army that they should release a witness for a civil proceeding in Massachusetts when they don't even let him have his phone.
I mean, tell me what you think, but does this make it seem a little bit more sus? And like the judge said, it's the timing of it. It's the timing of it.
I watched that
argument.
I watched that.
Just makes him look like he's got something to hide, and you shouldn't be doing that to your client.
Your client was subpoenaed, and now he needs to show up.
To be clear, I do think I understand the burden it imposes, but as Your Honor said, it's a self-imposed burden that he knew he had the subpoena. He decided to enlist when he decided to enlist, and that resulted in him being unavailable less than 2 weeks after he could give the other side notice. So.
And once the judge said self-imposed burden, you better believe I'd be quoting that every time we had an argument about this.
This is not someone who was already enlisted, who we tried to serve a subpoena or say served a subpoena when someone was back on leave, and then they ended up back under the control of the military. That's not what happened here. The timing is set out very clearly in the communications that are part of the record.
He cowardly, I know it sounds weird. You're going to serve your country. How can that be a cowardly move? Well, he's running away from something under the guise of serving his country. That's the cowardly part. So he is cowardly running away from his obligation to be deposed as a third-party witness in a wrongful death action by serving his country and being patriotic and the bigger man. I can't think of many more ironic things as ironic as this scenario.
And I think not only is it fair under the circumstances, I think it's required, and I would ask the court to order Mr. Albert's counsel to present him. And I represent to you that we will work with them and do what we need to do to assist that. Well, first of all, he was available for a deposition. He sat for a deposition in this case. And secondly, Judge.
And again, because he was available for that day, which was improperly.
I don't really know either yet, but we're going to find out.
He doesn't get to pick his deposition date, okay? He doesn't get to say, oh, here's the only time I can do it, so let's do it. And then the only people that show up are Diller and one of the bars, and the other bar is on Zoom and doesn't ask any questions. And Karen Reed's attorneys aren't even there. Because I don't care if they were in the same building. They don't have the proper documents to depose him. It's not how it works, sir. And you know that. You know that. Take all the seats.
In all deference, if you order us to make efforts to arrange his appearance at a deposition, we will do that.
Here's the little duck. This is how ridiculous this whole thing is. If the court orders us, a subpoena is a court order. Hello.
And here's the thing, right? So I respect and think you should represent your client as best as you absolutely could. But if it was more important, if the most important thing here was to get Colin Albert to basic training, then there was something his lawyers could have done. They could have said, fine, we have nothing to hide. Here is his entire phone. Here's all his text messages with his parents over this 3.5-year period. Here's everything. Okay. Only use what's relevant, but here, we're going to give you all the documents.
Well, we can't really just keep saying we don't care about the recording when somebody just got charged with felony wiretapping. You know what I'm saying?
Was using
Just the fact that
it,
we're all talking about it is probably kind of not a good idea.
but I mean, he's been very verbal about it the past 2 days. That the difference is that she used it to try to get him to say comments that would get him in trouble with the intent of sharing it, which she did. And he and Karen have spoken, and her attorneys were contacted, and they did not want to pursue anything legal. They wanted to stay out of it. There's a difference.
That's the big difference right there. Yeah, that's the
They should-
biggest difference right there.
Right.
Because
Well,
I mean,
that's
in the
good.
retrospect, all Karen would need to do is simply say, "I did agree." That's all. I agree.
Or if she was really pissed, she could say, "I'll go ahead and press those charges."
And he
Yeah,
admitted
his ass to be
that
gone.
he was, but that's the thing is
Well, then it
today
would go to
or
trial.
yesterday, I guess it was that KP posted supposedly text messages between Meredith and Karen that don't have anyone's names on them, but it makes it seem like Karen was telling Meredith how to go about getting him.
But yeah, if they've already agreed they're not going to press charges and they already have those like statements or affirmations from people that they're not going to do that, then talking about that recording is like a moot point.
That's my point.
Pointless.
Aiden said that they had to contact Karen's legal counsel when this came up with Meredith, and that they called Alan Jackson, and he said they wanted nothing to do with it. So
Well,
it should be a moot
then
point.
it's done. Then there's nothing even hanging over anybody's head on that.
But you know, the other side's just going to keep saying it's the same thing. It's the same thing.
I still think it's an
Honestly,
old law that is stupid. I think it should be a single party consent.
In today's world, if you don't fucking think somebody's recording you every time you say a word, you're an idiot. You're holding your phone in your hand. AT&T or Verizon Wireless is recording every fucking move you make and every sound you make.
But especially when you're talking to a journalist.
Yeah.
I mean,
for sure.
80% of our nation is already a single party consent. So, like, it's weird.
But I mean, for anyone who watched Aiden's live reaction, getting that email about her being charged, he took no, like, he was not satisfied or happy about that at all. You could tell he was disappointed that it's gotten to this point because he did try to prevent it.
All right, 5 more minutes of this.
Documents are asking for prior to those 2 weeks so you can look at those documents and depose them within those 2 weeks. But they didn't. They fought the document production, which is absolutely within their legal right to do so. And they gave a 2-week period of time where they knew they weren't going to produce those documents. And then he created this burden, self-imposed burden, like the judge said, to go to basic training.
I think it would be a great idea if you found out more.
We'll continue to work on that. I was hoping they would take.
He told them last week to come in today with dates. Right? What part of that didn't you understand? He's whining. I was hoping they would take my calls, but they didn't. But we'll continue to try. We're trying really, 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 really hard. Here's Colin Albert's heartbeat right now.
But we will continue to work to find out more about how that process.
Mama got sounds.
You know what might help, Your Honor? If there's an order with some urgency. But if there's not an order, we're gonna keep doing this.
I think I'm confident that the initial step would be reaching the staff judge advocate.
You might not want to use the words, the other side canceled the deposition. Maybe.
Oh, that's a call out. Maybe stop saying the other side canceled the deposition because they did reschedule it and it's in the emails that the judge has read.
We've seen the emails. It was rescheduled. And if you told your client that it was canceled, that's on you.
I'm worried that if indeed Karen Reed's attorney said they were going to
Well, what kind of penalty is it for the attorney if he gets an email and they reschedule and they confirm it with email and then he goes to his client and it's like, oh, they wouldn't reschedule it?
I mean, it should be an ethics violation, but he can just argue something stupid like I misread or I didn't understand. There's always lame excuses you can use. You'll just
And they just take the lamest of excuses too.
right.
So what's the point of being a judge if you're not going to make sure it's fair?
There are judges who stick to the law and will punish them financially.
Stick to their interpretation of the law.
Or cut out discovery that they could use. I mean, they do get brandished in some states for acting like this, but they haven't in Massachusetts yet. Except she was going to try to keep out ARCA, but she just was going to allow a robust cross.
A robust cross. Definitely a good counter to a complete fucking mistrial. A robust cross. Oh, appreciate it, Devin. Devin gave me the cup. Is that like... Is that the cup? I don't know.
Wait, which glass are we talking about?
He just gave me a trophy in the chat.
It was a joke. It was
Oh.
Trooper
Well, the
Paul.
chat's cooking.
I was doing the
Chat
Trooper Paul.
is
Which
cooking.
glass? I just want to be on the same wavelength.
Schedule it that's considered a
Can't nobody come down this low and still be alive but me. I'm napping and talking to you. It's hard to do.
cancellation. As far as the Army is concerned, there's no subpoena because they couldn't agree to have the deposition because the documents weren't produced.
And it's kind of saying, like, don't make this more difficult on purpose. Because if you go tell the JAG officer it was a canceled subpoena that is no longer a court order for him to show up, well, the JAG is going to go do research and say, okay, then we don't have to produce it. But if it was a valid subpoena, aka a court order for him to show up, then yes, we would produce it. So the way you explain the situation to the JAG officer may affect whether or not Colin Albert becomes available. And if you do it the wrong way on purpose so that he's not produced and not available, and you're hiding behind that, I'm going to have a problem with that.
He's tired of the games. He's tired of the wordsmithing, and he's calling Chris out on it. Now, that is deserved. That is absolutely deserved. And Chris probably felt a little jab in his heart when he heard that, because he knows the judge is right.
Couch it in terms that it's disputed.
It is disputed, and that's our position. Thank you, Judge.
Hey, Your Honor, how about you make some findings?
Thank you.
So while the judge is not making a ruling, we're operating under the assumption that it is disputed, aka it still may be a court order with the same power that comes with that.
Holy shit, we made it through a video.
Wow. We need to get that song.
Yeah. All right, I got this Nurse Kim thing pulled up. I'm not trying to be controversial, but y'all know I love some Nurse Kim. So just want to see what her opinion is. We watched the other stuff she's already put out. I didn't see anything wrong with that. I don't know what... She has her reasons. I mean, we can't expect to... Yeah, but we can't expect to know the whole fucking thing from just what we see on the internet.
Right. I mean, I just noticed a change in her demeanor back when everything happened. The video or the recording, and when he made that comment about clutching pearls and everyone went at her and he had to do that apology, things just haven't seemed as great with them since then. I don't know how she feels about it all personally, but I know she has a lot of stuff going on in her personal.
Oh, she disappeared, so there's your answer.
But I mean,
and she had a lot going on personally.
It's all because of Aiden, right? Like how much of it was all the heat she was taking online along with what she was going through. So that was just when I noticed, a little bit of a difference.
Yeah, we'll be good. We are not worried about haters. I just took a homemade Band-Aid off my hand. You think I'm worried about somebody's fucking negative comment on the internet?
If you took it off, you gotta show us.
It was a perfect cut, but super sharp. Like,
I'm zooming in. Show us. I want to see the gore.
There is no gore. You can't even see it. It was sliced so perfectly. I taped it tight and I left it on there for like 8 hours. So unless I bump it,
provide your own finger. Okay.
Yeah, look at it. You can't even tell. And it's cut through the whole meat of the end of my finger. You know how I know? Because I pulled it apart and look at it.
But you can't
It was
take
good. But that's why I taped it up so tight. It's good. Yeah. Plus I'm Gen X. I don't care what these people out here say. This is going to be where you're going to get the most good information on this channel. It's like the YouTube hub. Plus, I mean, you watch the next witness video, you get 15 lawyers tell you their opinions about stuff, and you just can't go wrong. You can't go wrong with some next witness. But I hope this ain't bad. Because I haven't watched it. I haven't been paying attention to this shit.
Oh, crap, Angel Castillo. I'm sorry. I like rocking in my chair. I'll try to stop.
But if it is, here we go.
The World Cup like a normal individual, or you may be here with me and a couple of lunatics we love in the back. But before our show gets started today, I need to do a little Kimmy Walters. Okay, you know I've done this before. It's like a news commentary, how I get when I'm feeling it, when you're feeling it, and let's do a little State of the Union. Okay? Free Karen Reed style. Then we're going to bring out the boys. Then we're going to do calls. Yes.
So this is it, right? This is the correct video? All right. Just let me know in the chat. Oh, well. I already know that you guys would have let me know if it was wrong. How about that?
Got it all. I've got it all working. Okay. So it's June 29th. Remember this. Put it in the fucking history books. Free Karen Reed, gross dramatic product, the GDP, if you will, is up 1,000%
We're never done
in the
with that.
last quarter. Inflation grifting is at an all-time high. The Fed and the Antis are working around the clock to lower subscriber counts, while a sharp increase in activity is noted in the private sector of creator memberships. Membees only content does big numbers, but this pay for play is causing chat civil wars on both sides of the aisle. The poors and the Brockton whores. Jessica Machado's exit from the Free Karen Reed community, otherwise known as Jexit, has resulted.
All right, so it's not this video. It's good to know before we watch 30 minutes of it. You know? This one. I thought we watched this already. I'm pretty sure we did. As you can see, the red bar. Yeah. I don't think that's it. All right, which one? Which one? Not this one.
How are we?
Okay. So we were already on it. That's what you get for not being prepared.
Memberships. Membees.
All right. I don't want to watch the chat. See something I don't like. So this is right. Put your ones in the chat if this is right. Put your twos in the chat if this is right. Beach Life, we already watched the exit video. We watched the whole thing like, I don't know, 3 or 4 days ago, whenever it came out. We don't watch that thing. All right, this is new to me, so it's got to be right.
His only content does big numbers, but this pay for play is causing chat civil wars on both sides of the aisle. The poors and the Brockton whores. Jessica Machado's exit from the Free Karen Reed community, otherwise known as Jexit, has resulted in new faces entering the FKR content sphere, swooping in to capitalize on any opportunity to replace her as the right hand to the father, or daddy, as some middle-aged women he hates call him. Nurse Kim is officially on notice. Her silence was previously considered violence among the drama consumers. But when she opened her mouth to say absolutely nothing that TB hasn't before, It was the crying of her white woman tears to bring in the views that showed she was compromised. Silly woman. Dissenting opinions have no place in this culture. Her lack of promoting the, quote, right side of drama and non-adherence to the 3-stream per week summer schedule has resulted in the abrupt disqualification from Jess Machado's list of creators who could actually make it on YouTube. Auntie Deb has been spotted at several local libraries, stealing Wi-Fi and laughing in all of our faces as he enjoys.
Ooh, Lubin, would you say shots fired?
So what
Was
the fuck?
that shots? Well, that was. Whoa, that was what? Did you hear that? I don't know if I. Ooh, I'm gonna have to run that back.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus.
What has turned out to be a truly.
Run that back a little bit, like Terry said.
Really make it on YouTube. Auntie Deb has been spotted at several local libraries, stealing Wi-Fi and laughing in all of our faces as he enjoys what has turned out to be a truly dramatic gay bitch of a summer. Supreme Leader TB asks us all to reflect on not what your community can do for you, but what you can clip for.
Hey, MJ.
What up?
MJ?
What you up to?
Hey.
Why are you trying to crash the party? Who are you working for? Who are you working for?
The ops,
Somebody tell you to come up here right now, right in the middle of this video?
I work for the Federal Bureau of Gossip.
Okay. I know you didn't come up with it yourself. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I did. I'm Wicked Smart.
All right. Well, you know we're watching then, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm kind of mad because I didn't realize I was a couple minutes behind. So I'll catch
Well, we
back
just
up.
got started, so let's check it out. See what's happening.
For Turtle Boy. The Glarer has showed us how to live it up, displaying meals at the finest of dining establishments, Red Lobster, and vehemently denies assault allegations. Facts matter, journalism. The only documented assault allegation against Will came from himself in a TB chat while 4 Woodfords deep at the Omni a few months back. Mike.
What? Who wrote this?
That's what I'm saying.
Who wrote this? Did she write this? Is this something somebody else posted?
I don't even want to point fingers because then that's going to become something else.
Do you know MJ?
Jimmy's been teaching her ChatGPT. Maybe she put her girl to work.
Could be ChatGPT. You think that's it?
Maybe.
Okay. She says she wrote it. Okay. But yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. I wasn't gonna say it. That's what I was thinking, because I really don't give a fuck.
Crawford is back and as irrelevant as ever, interviewing Rachel Rollins, a former disgraced corrupt government official, seeking power and influence and also sprinkling in compliments to Turtle Boy. This bold strategy appears to be working because TB loves to hear nice things said about him, regardless of corruption or platform. Kevy Kev 781 recently opened up about the vitriol he receives online, with trolls often resorting to low blows, calling him, quote, round. He rebutted that people don't know what is happening in his real life. Jess Machado and Nurse Kim wish they were called round instead of the 189 fat cunt comments tweeted at them daily by 9 a.m. Broken Baker's character has been maligned by J7 and rabid bunnies. Thankfully, this morning he gave us the hard, pun intended, Truth, after sharing a heartfelt text exchange with a friend, betting, quote, a peen pic that Machado would turn on TB by July 1st. Brian LTL's current out-of-office message reads as follows. I'm knee-deep in hot boy Turkish transplant summer. See you bitches in September. Sparkly heart emoji, sparkly heart emoji. Attorney Melanie Little took one vacation and you all act up. Okay? This is why we can't have nice things. In other news, Jessica Machado and Jillian Daniels were spotted over the weekend playing mahjong outside the Nash Casino. As I approached for comment, Jillian yelled, "You're fatter than me, Kim! You're fatter than me!" while holding up the infamous not-so-tiny Kimmy pic of shame with Menners from Laconia. I may never be the same. Today, Meredith O'Neill has officially been charged with felony wiretapping. Her give, send, go for assistance with legal fees is linked on Jason Broyle's Twitter account, in stark contrast to...
What? What?
Yeah, what?
Did she just shout out Meredith's give, send, go? I ain't trying to say that.
That was weird.
I think it's a stupid fucking law. Let me say that first. It's not 1958.
I mean, she's going through everyone, so I don't think you can decide exactly what her message is yet.
Well, I just don't understand how if you don't like what somebody's doing, then don't support them and don't do the things. But how do these people just end up on the other side? Why do they feel the need to have the opposite opinion too? I don't understand that, but maybe that's not what she's doing. So I don't really. Well, let's go.
Last Friday, when she bragged about how much disposable income she has to take me to court. Whole milk stock has plummeted, and thankfully, I shorted it and expect to retire in 2027 with the dividends. A generational payout without being a generational sellout. Welcome to the Thunderdome, Megan Fox, Jolene Lunzer, and BX. May the odds be ever in your favor. State of the Union. Add to stage, where is Montante?
I was like,
So that was it? Or did they also talk shit about it? I don't know. I ain't watching the whole thing. So that was the epilogue.
Watch on our own and come up with our own opinions.
Yeah.
Soaking it in.
I don't know. That wasn't that bad. It sounded like some ChatGPT.
But someone in the chat posted that she was asked later in the video if Jess wrote that for her, and she said, no, I did.
Is there more that we should watch? If it is, just send me some timestamps. I don't want to watch the whole video. But you're going to have to try harder than that to get me not to like Nurse Kim. Because I just like Nurse Kim. I assume she has her own opinions and her own friends. She could be friends with whoever she wants to be. But you don't have to go TBDS to have other friends, though. Can't you just not? You know what I mean? You're either for him or against him. Why can't you just be for him or gone? Just don't go there. Just do your show that you want to do and have a good time.
Right, like Kim does a lot of stuff. She's always talking about, a lot of medical stuff going on in the fields, all the crazy stuff going on. I mean, it's not like all she talks about is Aiden or whatever, so. She has her own thing.
I'm sorry. I'm reading shit Terry's putting in the Discord. These people think I don't read this shit while I'm on here.
Oh, God. Yeah, news to everyone. Denny has like 10 tabs going at a time. He's watching
10.
6 other shows.
I got 10 on this screen. Shit, 10.
He's watching the
I
shows.
can
He's
watch
watching the chat.
everybody that's live. I can watch them. So whatever. It's streaming. I wish I could show it all to you like I watch it. That would be cool.
Fucking team.
Then I really could nap because you'd be interested. This is about the little emergency meeting of the lawyers. Like, whoever wants to be on this fucking case, you better get a ticket and you better be here Wednesday.
Aiden played Brother Counsel's coverage of it this morning and broke down KP's video about how it all has to do with Aiden, and he's basically arguing how it doesn't.
Let's see what smart people say about it.
Day is pissed. He is livid. Somebody leaked out some of the Proctor files, and he wants to find out who it was. Was it the Karen Reed camp? Was it the O'Keefe camp? Was it Michael Proctor himself or his lawyer? Every single attorney in the case is ordered to appear in person tomorrow to answer for their crimes. Let's talk about it. It doesn't say anything new.
Too many tabs up.
McCarthy's and Waterfall involved here. Folks, this is wild. Remember, just 3 weeks ago, Michael Proctor's lawyer appeared before Judge Gilday specifically asking for an impoundment of Michael Proctor's affidavit ahead of his deposition. If you remember, in that hearing, it was broken up into two pieces. There was a morning and an afternoon. In the afternoon, Judge Gilday ruled that Michael Proctor shall be deposed tomorrow, June 9th. But unfortunately, the lawyers were not ready to get him deposed, so it got pushed out to June 25th, which was last Thursday when Michael Proctor had his panic attack. We covered all of that in the video titled What Happened with Michael Proctor's Deposition last week. If you have not seen it, by God, go check it out. Now, during that same hearing, you may recall Michael Proctor's lawyer made a very specific request of the court. Let's watch.
Yes, Your Honor. We believe that
this is my favorite lawyer. It's like slightly caveman, but little Conor McGregor. You know he'll beat the shit out of the rest of these lawyers.
Speaking
like
of
next time they go to lunch, he's like, next time you object, I'm gonna put your ass with a little kidney punch or something. Don't you object again while I'm talking.
motion we've submitted in the materials that are provisionally impounded that we submitted to the court per the court's order readily support impoundment of those materials under Rule 2.
On the screen.
We feel that we've put the majority of what we need to put into our papers, but for the court's information, within hours of our firm sending to the clerk and to counsel the motion and the two affidavits, which are provisionally impounded per the court's order, within hours, my client and his family members received harassing phone calls pertaining to information contained in those affidavits. I think it's safe to assume that the clerk's office did not disseminate that information on a Sunday afternoon, Your Honor. I obviously can't connect any dots, and I don't intend to do so here, but that is why we are seeking impoundment. This is obviously a very public case. I don't need to tell anyone that. But I don't believe that our client's medical personal information, a non-party to this case, needs to be all over the internet when we're just seeking a new deposition date.
Okay, that is what Michael Proctor's lawyer, Matthew Hamel, had to say on June 8th, 2026, literally 3 weeks ago today. And it's funny how he is not pointing any fingers, but it seems to him that within hours
you get
of
a German
them
Shepherd
filing
too.
the request for impoundment with the affidavit, which discusses Michael Proctor's mental health situation and why he couldn't be deposed on June 8th, well, suddenly it's all over the internet. The news are breaking. There is no copy of that affidavit. There's no copy to be seen by the naked eye anywhere on the internet. Trust me, I've looked. And I think everyone else and their mother has also looked, but the information somehow leaked, that somehow got out. And again, he's not pointing any fingers, but clearly he is. And you know where that finger is being pointed. Now listen to what Seligson has to say with respect to Mr. Hamel's accusation.
Your Honor, if I may respond to the inference from Mr. Hamel about how whatever he filed on Sunday ends up on the internet,
I take it back. I'm more along the lines like we were the other night. Abe Lincoln and Conor McGregor.
Yeah. Oh,
So I think that's where we're going to stay on him. I had a picture, but I lost it. There's too many people and it's too many pictures. People wouldn't just send me the pictures.
to me, this is a no-brainer, though. I mean, the documents obviously aren't out there, but people can speculate. Plus, you have what is it, Elizabeth Proctor's co-worker being a source to Aiden 2 days before this even happens. To me, it's a nothing burger.
I'm still stuck at the fact that Jim McCabe was actively fucking running surveillance on him before he fucking got in trouble. It's like, come on, man. We just ignore so much shit.
Let me bring my comforter so I can hide. Let's go in your car because he won't know your car.
Yeah, let's run surveillance on the guy, and then when he asks us questions that are uncomfortable, the police that don't like him will help us find the stupidest fucking law, and they found it for the Canton Nine, remember? It was fucking Mello. It was who was it?
Yeah, it was Mello after Chris called him.
Oh my god.
Telling the police what law they could use.
Yeah, he called the first time and he asked them. It's like, dude, we're cops. We're not lawyers. Or was it the DA's office? He was just calling
He was calling the police. He was calling
calling the police. Calling a policeman. He's like, dude, I had 8 weeks of obstacle course. It's simple. I don't fucking know the law. I just arrest people. That's all I do.
He's like, no, you can use this, but we see how well that did. No charges, just like ducks. No charges.
Anyways, this is my favorite lawyer. There he is.
Hey, that's a good combination between Abe and Connor.
He is. If you don't like it, kick the shit out of your ass.
I categorically deny and reject it.
Seligson, he didn't point any fingers. He could have meant me. I don't know. So let's move on. All right.
Okay. Thank you, Joe.
Now, the fact that Seligson even had to intervene in the first place and let the judge know that we did not have anything to do with this, and this is on the record. And the judge is like, no. He could have meant me. Like, it could have meant anybody. Everybody knows. Judge Gilday, everybody knows that the finger is being pointed at Karen Reed's lawyers. That's unfortunately how this crew operates. It is a constant game of deception, and as I now like to call it, pin the tail on the donkey. And if you miss the mark by 2 millimeters, well, you're guilty, or whatever you want to call it. You're liable. You failed to follow the rules strictly. And for the most part, unfortunately, this is how lawyering works. But when you have a strong case, you don't have to resort to such silly, unnecessary tactics. You simply move full force ahead with your argument and you win on the merits. When you don't have merits, you try to win on technicalities. Do you see what's happening here? So that's what happened on June 8th. At the end of the hearing, by the end of the day, the clerk entered the following order. Endorsement on motion to impound affidavits.
Well, we are not going down that rabbit hole. Obviously, you have not been in this community for very long. So that when people go down that rabbit hole again and again, and it's the same rabbit hole, they find the same shit, and the same shit gets disproven. Now, some of it may be true. He admits to it. How many fucking times does the guy have to say the shit out of his mouth before you people stop fucking bringing it up? He's admitted it. He's atoned for it. He's
the mistakes he's made, but there are no charges, there are no convictions. There's an arrest, and he's admitted at what he did that got him in that situation.
So how many times does he have to do that? I'm just wondering, like, legitimately. I'm not even kicking you out of here. I'm not even being rude to you. I'm just asking you, do you think you found something that people hadn't found 2, 3 years ago, 5 years ago?
The low-hanging fruit. So
Yeah.
that's obvious.
And it's not that nobody cares. People care, but the shit's already been brought up and it's already been gone over and it's already been dealt with years
That's not
ago.
who he is
It's like,
today.
right. People can change. Now, if he was still a piece of shit and he did something 3 weeks ago, that's fucking different.
Hmm.
But if you went down that same rabbit hole, that old worn out, stretched out, it was real easy to get down through there, wasn't it? Because that thing was stretched out.
And supporting materials. Number 112. Other action taken after hearing and having balanced the rights of the parties and the non-party deponent based on the particular facts of this case and taking into account all relevant factors, including but not limited to the nature of the parties and the controversy, the fact that this is such a public case and the fact that this is a very serious matter being looked at by so many different people and parties. Taking into account the nature of the parties and the controversy, the type of information, Proctor's mental health, which, by the way, he had absolutely no qualms whatsoever to talk about Karen Reed's leaky balloon knot in his private conversations and making it, unfortunately, it became public, in the Karen Reed trial through Alan Jackson, her attorney, to show the kind of scumbag Michael Proctor was. And again, we didn't even know the half of it yet, but we got a glimpse into his inner workings and the inner workings of his mind, unfortunately. But the judge is like, okay, due to the sensitive nature, the type of information, and the privacy interests involved, there it is, the extent of community interest, so there's no need to publicize this. This is not going to do anybody any good, kind of thing. And the reason for the request from his lawyer, I find good cause to impound and so order the impoundment of for a period of 30 years. So he just picked an arbitrary number. He could have picked 5, 10, 20, 30, whatever. This one doesn't matter. The affidavits attached to this motion to continue the deposition, which, by the way, was denied. So that issue is kind of moot. Why are we revisiting it now? Well, let's finish reading first. I recognize the fear of unjustified adverse publicity is not sufficient to constitute good cause. And he names a case from 1985. However, Judge Gilday concludes, a legitimate expectation of privacy ordinarily is sufficient to constitute good cause. So he recognizes that just because there may be adverse publicity is not enough in and of itself to impound the affidavit and the motion. He explains that because Michael Proctor has a legitimate expectation of privacy, that kind of overrides any other possible reason for either keeping it open or impounding it. So he impounded it. It was sealed, filed away, and that was the end of it. Simple, right? I should end the video right here. Why did you make this video, Mr. Foreman? I don't understand. Well, come here, baby birds. I'll feed you. Check this out. Have you been injured in an accident? Have you been hurt by a doctor? Have you suffered? Understand what is the motivation?
Not every father's son, but most father's sons, especially if they're like alpha male type people, there's going to be that point that comes where it's going to have somebody going to have to let off. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of growing up, being a man. I'm not taking up for anybody because I don't know the situation, but it made me think every guy's got to deal with that day that your dad's still young enough to beat your ass, but you done got big enough where you don't want to, we ain't doing that no more. Yep. Don't want to follow the rules, I know I did.
Maybe something that the judge has seen or heard or watched recently. I don't know. But the accusation by Hamel was issued back in June 8th. That was 3 weeks ago. This order is signed under yesterday's date, June 29th. And it is under the same heading, Paul O'Keefe versus Reed and others. The order relative
Tell her, Bob,
to order
wrong
of
place to stir
impoundment,
shit.
endorsement on paper number 112. And the judge begins. I have been advised of information that allows for a reasonable inference of a violation of an order of impoundment issued by me. So let's break up this sentence. I have been advised. That means a little bird told me. That means that between June 8th and June 29th, something happened. Somebody said something to Judge Gilday to make him kind of perk up his ears and go, I need to do something about this. That this is beyond speculation. There is now a reasonable inference that a violation of an order.
Could you imagine if these little pansy ass kids woke up tomorrow and realized they had a peach tree that was planted the day they were born? About the time you need an ass whooping, that peach tree's ready to give you one.
Oh.
There's nothing like that whistling of a good peach tree limb. Ninja style.
Order of
Ninja
impoundment
style.
has been violated by one of you. That's serious. It is hereby ordered. Like, that's it. He just went from this happened, now I'm ordering the following. Each plaintiff and defendant and each counsel with a notice of appearance in this matter as of June 8th, 2026, shall file with the clerk on or before today, 4:30 p.m. on Tuesday, June 30th, which is pretty much a few minutes from now if you're watching it as this premieres, a certification under the pains and penalties of perjury as to all facts known to them, as to any dissemination to anyone other than parties and counsel in this matter, of any of the contents of the material impounded by the order issued on June 8th, 2026, which was titled Order of Impoundment, which we just went over. So who has an appearance in this matter as of June 8th, 2026? We have Mark Diller, we have William Kevel Jr., Marissa Palladini, Christopher George, Tamara Holstlag, Lincoln Rose, Kevin Bergen, David Hassett, John Dealey, Casey McCaffrey, that's 10 already, John Donovan, Damon Seligson, Daniel Buck, Aaron Rosenberg.
Oh, I got the grape lobster. Grape lobster. Oh, it's delicioso.
Charles Waters, B.B. Fell, Marissa Palladini, Christopher George, William Kevel have all been withdrawn, but then William Bell was entered, Thomas Tang, Ann Shipley, Arthur Maravelis, Alexandra Beaton, Jason Crotty, Matthew Hamel, Thomas DeGangi. That's 22 lawyers that are going to be packing in that courtroom. And that's not all. You're also going to have Karen Reed. You're going to have Peggy O'Keefe. John's brother, Paul, is going to be there. He didn't just say the lawyers. This is going to be a standing room only. The judge, remember, I started the video with the words, the judge is pissed for a reason. Do you see how intense this is? This is no laughing matter. This is going to be serious. This is not just me like, ooh, go ahead and click on the video. This is going to be a good one. This is going to be crazy. Oh my God. I don't think I've seen anything like this in this case. And Judge Gilday is having none of it. An in-person hearing is scheduled with about 30 of you, it seems like, for Wednesday, July 1st, 2026 at 3 p.m. All counsel with a notice of appearance shall attend. Must. Oh my God. What is happening? All further attempts to take discovery from the party whose information was the subject of the order of impoundment is precluded pending further orders of the court. No more deposition of Proctor between now and Wednesday. Period. The end. Okay, I'll take your questions now, right? Okay, so now we have questions about what is going on. Why is this happening now? Here is my theory. It seems to me that when Michael Proctor's deposition happened on Thursday last week, I think it was the 25th, okay? Remember he had that panic attack? I don't think it was a panic attack at all. Realistically speaking, maybe there was a question asked of him that was, or maybe it was unrelated. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of piece it together, but I think I've got it. There is a very, very specific piece of information that was included in the affidavit that he was asked at his deposition that somebody leaked online, okay? Maybe it goes back to that June 8th hearing. I'm not sure. when he said that how did this information leak about Proctor's mental health and him going to a facility and all of that. Obviously, the lawyers that are asking these questions, they know what's in the affidavit. They don't need to shy away from it. They don't need to be afraid of it. But Judge Gilday was tipped off either Friday or Monday, yesterday, that the information that the public has comes directly from the affidavit. There's a screenshot of some piece of information, some tweet possibly somewhere that has very, very specific information. It could be Turtle Boy's tweet, for all we know. I don't know. Remember this tweet? That Michael Proctor decided to have a mental health crisis after the whole world found out how racist he is? Sources tell us.
That seems to be a good time to have a fucking mental breakdown. Oh, God. Why would you do that for sympathy after that shit came out? You just need to go away. Like, don't ever get another phone. Don't ever get another computer. Like, if nothing, just
You're
move out of the country.
You just have to own it. There's no more running at that point. You have to own it and
just
get.
There's groups that will accept you as long as you will. I mean, he needs face tattoos to match his language.
Yeah, he's probably being recruited. He's gonna
I
end
wouldn't
up
fucking doubt it.
standing.
I wouldn't fucking doubt it. My buddy, if you talk like that down here, you'd be in a world of hurt. Ooh. Don't be down at the Sack and Save getting you some groceries and shit. Somebody's saying, is that Proctor? Shit. That's Proctor. It was Proctor.
And
That's
this is,
what's so
I think,
funny.
what Judge Gilday.
Just like Yuri going on that cruise. And like, you don't think people know he's everywhere at this point? Like,
You mean this one?
yes.
I can't play the music, but I can let you watch it.
This is the proud to be
Oh,
in
shit.
America, so everyone can lip read.
Yeah, it's just
Like they had a bunch of law enforcement come up on the stage.
yeah. Popeye went right on up there. Lady, move your hand. Holy shit! How rude.
And what was the other song that he was doing? I just watched it at work.
I don't know. I didn't see the other one.
Oh, it's one right below it that TB posted right before that one.
Oh, I'm not on Turtle Boy's page. It's all right. I'll find it. I'll find it. Let's finish this.
Asking, who are these sources? Sources tell us he
It
checked
was Sweet Caroline.
facility in
It's really
Florida,
good.
tried to avoid today's.
Sorry, what?
It was Sweet Caroline. I remember now. He was really getting into it.
Yeah, we definitely can't play that.
But it was hard to hear the music, but I remember now.
Yeah. He looks the same all the time. He's
I don't know.
getting
I kept waiting for his belly to show. That shirt kept coming up, and like the bottom buttons were coming undone. I'm like, here we go.
Yeah, Bukaki, he don't just do it halfway. If he's gonna party, he's gonna fucking party.
Yeah.
We've got lots of party videos for sure.
Dave Matthews.
Yeah. Oh, we got 30 minutes on the goal, people. We better get after it. 4 left. Come on. 4. Wow. 4.
Deposition. They filed a motion at the last minute on Friday to delay the depo, but the judge wanted proof. They submitted an affidavit that was impounded because it likely said Proctor was in a mental health hospital. Karen Reed's lawyer made the mistake of saying the scheduling of the deposition was strategic, which the judge took issue with based on her comments on the Today Show. He stayed the deposition for 24 hours and a 4:15 hearing will be held, which we already know it has already been held. They're going to have Proctor deposed the next day, but the lawyers were unavailable. My guess is he's going to tell Proctor to jump on a plane and stop being such a PUSSY so Alan can depose him tomorrow. Now, of course, that never happened, and that's pretty much where the issue died, which, by the way, I think I didn't see Alan Jackson's name on there, Pro Vice, but also Liza Little. So there's more than 22 lawyers. Everyone and their mother. There's going to be like 30 lawyers in there tomorrow. I literally have no idea what's happening. If it was this tweet, you might be thinking, well, Larry, Aiden
I
tweeted
got
that
Tom
3
Winks
weeks
out
ago.
now.
Why should the court care now?
Oh, no.
Well, sometimes it takes time for news to finally hit the judge's ears. You know, the court doesn't move as quickly as Twitter does. Twitter is a second by second. The court is a week by week. I could be completely wrong. I could be completely off the mark. It might be something completely different. But I don't want you to start going on blaming Turtle Boy for doing anything wrong, because he simply reported on information that he has received. Now, where did it come from? That's the question, because the natural inclination is to point the finger at Karen Reed's lawyers. What if Hamel leaked it himself, or him and his team leaked the information themselves? And you don't have to leak anything publicly, as in writing. You can just go on and say it and make sure that the news gets, it finds its way through back channels, maybe a text message. All you have to do is text Turtle Boy and be like, hey, man, this is what happened. And now you're 3 steps removed, because the information has already bounced a couple of times. How sick and twisted would that be if it's Proctor's lawyers who leaked it themselves to make themselves look like the victims? Wouldn't that be sick? I wouldn't put anything past these people. I don't trust them as far as I can throw it. So I guess we'll see. Don't know what's going to happen tomorrow, but it's going to be a crap show right before the 4th of July weekend, too.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that, because I want to watch some of this before we head over to Turtle Boy Live show. This is Ray from Dallas's interview from last night. We'll check it out just for a few. We got 30 minutes left. You all right, Lolly?
Yep, I'm trying to find out a channel someone's talking about.
Oh, what they talking about?
They're asking if we'd seen a small channel called Turtle Turns, and I was looking it up and couldn't see it, so I was asking if that was right. I saw like Turtle Returns and some stuff, but
Let me find something real quick. Gotta show you this before we go any farther. You're gonna like this. All right. I hope you're ready for this. That means that a channel like this can survive. And I'm gonna find me a chick that's funny like this, like that, where I can just sit there like this guy and just.
Wait, am I not your chick?
This is my job. I gotta remind myself of that. Sometimes this isn't some hobby. This is like literally my job.
Chick?
Dean's pretty.
Oh my god. Oh my.
I was way away from the monitor when I looked up and saw that.
Oh my god. That's so good.
My job. I gotta remind myself of that. Sometimes this isn't some hobby. This is like literally my job.
Find me a chick that's funny like this, like that, where I can just sit there like this guy and just.
Wait, am I not your chick?
This is my job. I gotta remind myself of that. Sometimes this isn't some hobby. This is like literally my job.
I told you about the flip flop thing, right?
No. Oh god.
Okay, so this is Turtle Turns that we're watching?
No, it's not.
Dean said he sent you a Turtle Turns video.
He said what?
Dean put in the chat that he sent you a Turtle Turns video.
This says RO on it.
Trying to find them.
Yeah, find it. What's up, sweet woman? Oh, I didn't click it right. What's up, sweet woman?
What's up?
What you up to?
What's up, sweet woman?
Hey, how's it going, Lubin? Hey, Laleen.
Hello.
What you up to?
It says it's Turtle Turns, so I'm trying to find it.
Yeah. Dean is very handsome with some lipstick on.
Oh god. Okay, let's just do what we were gonna do. All right, y'all ready for a little bit of interview? Ray interviewed Turtle Boy last night. Here we go. But first, take one more look at this. All right, one more look at that. All right, now we'll do this. Okay, I'm done now. I promise.
How'd you find out about the case? Did you just find me on YouTube?
Reason why I ride for you.
I think they had some technical
I think
difficulties.
Ray might have some connections issues.
You.
There we go. Everybody, how you guys doing?
1 second.
Look at those blinds. I need those. Yeah, this guy installed them for free. It was great. My guy Matt.
Oh yeah, we hit the fucking goals, son. That's what life's all about.
Nice.
Hitting your fucking goals.
Put in reverse, Terry. Put in reverse. Oh, Lord, Jesus. Ow.
Move, Terry. How many times have we had to tell Terry to fucking move? But if you look at Terry's face, I used to stop it all the time right there. If you check out Terry's face, he's enjoying himself. He got a big old smile on his face. He knows what he's doing. What's it gonna do?
Money, this is gonna make me. I'm getting a man again.
Was he not gonna be able to walk tomorrow? I mean, come on. He's all right. You know, he knew what he was doing. Look at him. Yep, he knew what he was doing.
And
all right,
I
anyway.
lost it when Costy's like, I just realized that's not a dog. When I was on the replay crew and Costy's like, I just realized that's not a dog, it's a bear. He's
Yeah,
like,
everybody thinks that this is a dog. It's not a dog. It's a bear.
Oh, you used to play the whole clip too, so it was more time to put it into context. But that was so funny. Listen to Costy like have this epiphany all of a sudden.
All right, let's listen to see what Ray did with little Turtle Boy on out.
It happens. Hopefully, it's all
But you
good
know,
now.
you know what they call me around here, right? You know, I'm known for being Mr. Blunder. And at the end of the year, you know how you have Ratchet Madness? I'm gonna have Blunder Madness.
Blunder Madness, yes. Ratchet Madness this year is going to be highly contested. Let me tell you, there's a lot of new contenders rather, that you know, we didn't imagine. If you told me some of these people would be in Ratchet Madness a year ago, I'd be like, you're crazy. But
Now, don't you? I thought I heard you ask me, what did I find out about you at?
yes, that was yeah. But how did you find out about Turtle Boy?
Because of the ruckus, right? When you first went to jail.
Oh, okay.
That's when.
Yeah, but I don't know where the music came from, so I can't fuck with that.
It exploded, and then when you got out, and then you was
what?
There's no music during the intro that he read before TB comes up.
Oh, okay. Like the whole intro?
Like after the video intro, when it's his avatar up, he's reading like TB's intro.
Oh, okay. Let's check that out. I just didn't want to get dinged. You know?
The bottom. That's why you stand as the guardian of justice and the protector of justice. And my question to you is, what will you do in this moment?
Hey, you did that.
After the video, it's just Ray's avatar, and that's where he's reading the intro.
That's all right. I want to watch this at least now. Fuck it. We watched them videos so many times. You know how I know? Because we watched them videos so many
And I
times.
will not be intimidated. I will not be silenced. And we will continue on our journey for justice for John O'Keefe and for Karen Reed.
Just put your favorite music in there, in your head, because that's all you're going to fucking get. Now let's unmute it.
Tonight, we welcome Aiden Kearney, better known as Turtle Boy, a name that millions of people have heard, a name that has created conversation, debates, and controversy, a name that represents something much bigger than one person. The power of independent media, the power of asking questions, and of a citizen using his voice. For years, Aiden Kearney has built a platform based on one belief: that people deserve information, transparency, and the ability to challenge powerful institutions. In a world where many people feel unheard, independent voices have changed the way stories are investigated and discussed. Turtle Boy became one of those voices. He didn't wait for permission. He didn't wait for traditional media to tell him what stories matter. He built his platform, connected with an audience, and created a space where people could discuss cases, investigations, and issues that he believed deserved more attention. Turtle Boy became a major figure during the coverage of the Karen Reed case, where his reporting, commentary, live streaming analysis helped bring more public attention to a case that became a national conversation. His supporters credit him with pushing questions, highlighting information, and encouraging people to look deeper into a story they believe raised more important issues about the justice system. He showed the power of a citizen, journalism in the modern age. A single person with a camera, a computer, and determination can reach thousands. Hold up, he done reached millions of people. That is the world we live in today. The old days, only a few major outlets controlling the conversation or changing independent creators, journalists, and commentators now have the ability to investigate, report, and challenge narratives. And that is exactly the type of movement Turtle Boy represents to his supporters. Aiden Kearney has also become known for defending what he believes are more important constitutional principles, especially the First Amendment rights of free speech and freedom of criticize government and discuss issues of public importance. Throughout American history, uncomfortable voices have often been the voices that created change. And that is why the conversation surrounding Turtle Boy has become so significant. It is not only about one person. It is a bigger question. What protections should independent journalists have? How far can someone go when investigating a story? What happens when someone challenges powerful institutions? And how do we protect free speech while still respecting the law? Those questions are at the center of the legal battle Aiden Kearney is currently facing, involving witness intimidation charges connected to his coverage of the Karen Reed case. Aiden has denied wrongdoing. In August, his actions were related to his reporting protected speech, while prosecutors have presented a different view. Those issues will ultimately be decided through the legal process. But tonight, this conversation is about one person behind the headlines. It is about the dedication. It is about the late nights. It is about building something from the ground up. Reporters believe he gave them a voice. It is about people who believe independent journalism matters. Aiden Kearney has created a community of people who follow his work because they believe in transparency, accountability, and the importance of asking difficult questions. He has become a symbol of how powerful independent media can be in the digital age. So tonight on RFD, aka Ray from Dallas, right? We welcome someone who has changed the conversation. Someone who has built a platform. Someone who has challenged the way people think about journalism and justice. Ladies and gentlemen, everybody around the world, the founder, the journalist, the fighter of the stories he believes in, Aiden Kearney, aka Turtle Boy. I call him the GOAT. Everybody.
That was the best hype video. That was the best intro I've ever had, man. That was awesome. You guys hear me all right?
I'm just so happy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, cool.
How you doing, Go?
Good, man. I got don't mind the background. I got the soccer game on right now. You like World Cup?
Yeah, I'm into it. I'm country first. But first I'll go. I want to say my condolences, in this time of the year on losing your mother, and this to you and your entire family.
Well, thank you, Ray. I appreciate that, brother.
Go. Man, to me, you are the epitome of the gold standard. What you did was a man on fire. Unprecedented. From where I'm at to across the world.
Well, I appreciate that. How'd you find out about the
Amazing.
case? How'd you find out about the case? Did you just find me on YouTube?
Reason why I ride for you and
I think Ray might have some connections issues.
you.
There we go.
Scrolling up my.
It's probably Turtle Boy, like bringing him with him. Like he's having Turtle Boy technical difficulties on other people's channels.
He can't escape it.
Yeah. He's got one of those old silver fillings from back in the fucking early 90s. It's catching all them signals and shit.
Yeah. It's just the tinfoil.
Yeah. Yeah. That's funny.
Let me know like we break up.
Can you hear me, Ray? All right? I don't know. Is my connection?
Can you hear me?
I can. You're on. It's a little bit like choppy.
I'm not sure. Oh, it's choppy?
Yeah. And like it's on a delay. Like when I say something,
Is that me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. I don't know what the audience hears. But it's breaking up. You're breaking up on my end. I'm not sure if the audience hears the same thing.
I'm just gonna skip to later when it's smoothed up.
See, when you talk, I listen. And I understand. You done spent almost $1 million, Goat.
For real.
In legal fees, right? $1 million, Goat. And see, the thing I think about, Goat, is you have 2 children. You got a family. And you spent that $1 million towards legal fees on this false accusations against you, Goat.
Mm-hmm. I appreciate it. Yeah.
That's why I go so hard for you. People out here tell you about, the money. I heard you the other day say it's gone. You need more, right? Can you tell everybody why it's important that they donate to that QR card and hit that pin link at the bottom?
Yeah,
it's your case.
Yeah, and I really appreciate you saying that, man, because that is the thing out there. Always making so much money, blah, blah, blah. And it's gone, but it's gone. You know what I mean? It comes and then it goes. I don't spend money on crazy shit. Like, yeah, I bought a house because you need a fucking place to live. Would you prefer that I rent? Like, you got to spend money either way for a fucking roof over here, right? But it's like, one day I look forward to just making money and keeping it. That is not this day. Like, it boggles my mind sometimes about like money I could have made and invested it and done this and that with it or whatever. But like, you can't. And cause like, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring. Like, I don't know how, like, dude, this, when I hired Bradle, it was on a flat fee, right? And like a 6-figure flat fee. Paraguay just scored good. A 6-figure flat fee. And then I got arrested and I went to jail. And then that was not included in it, so that's another 6 figures. And then Betero comes on, and Betero is kind of doing it like piecemeal, like throw them 5 figures here, 5 figures here, you know what I mean? And that shit added up, and then it got a lot. I don't even want to say how much I've spent on each lawyer, but it's fucking insane. Like, you can buy a house with a nice house with the amount of money I've spent on lawyers. And then there's the civil case. And that's new, and you got to pay Bradle and Betero. That's not in their contract, so that's more money for that. And then there is make this fucking
listen. That's the point to make in this whole show right here, is that if you ain't got no money, Like Karen Reed got lucky and a community rallied behind her and put up a shitload of fucking money so she could have the best fucking representation. But if you ain't got no money, your ass is going to take a plea deal. You're going to take a plea deal. Period.
Just
You're not going to
imagine,
find it.
in her situation, the best that the state could do was Trooper Paul and Welcher. But if she wouldn't have had money to get good experts, she could have still lost to the state. That's
easy. Easy. Well, let's see if we can go through and read these super chats. I don't want to leave those people out. Sometimes we forget because we just...
Lubin should read them tonight.
Who?
Lubin. Kasi was hilarious last night with his acknowledgement.
I don't know. That's up to Lubin.
I'll do one.
The shine.
One? You can't eat just one.
Like a Pringle.
Yeah. I'll do them. I don't care. Here we go. Time dance. Oh my God. Time to dance for your dollar.
Uh-oh. Do the dance. You got to play
I ain't got it. I don't have a dance.
Danny Techno Viking.
Now I'm doing this. I can't find it and do this. Whippet Lover, new member. Thank you. Smalls, gifted a membership. I'm a 51B. Would you be willing to play a song called After the Wilbur? Jessica Machado wrote. No, I don't think so. But how is it going? Winks of the Beast. Last day monies. Yep, today's the last day for June. June grifting is over. Meatball, hit them goals. Make sure y'all sub to Meatball. Trust. I'm ChatRats. Glad to have you. Dumpster Fire Show. What?
Can they repost her channel? Is it actually like Meatball Morrissey on YouTube?
Yeah, they'll drop it. Drop them channels. Dumpster Fire Show says Jess Machado's song sounds like someone left the crayons out at the special hospital. Also, it's hot enough to sweat the balls off a pool table. Stay inside or in the creek. Those are words to live by. Terry, always grifting. Appreciate it, Terry. I like fucking with Terry. He was up in here earlier going, what did I say? Nothing. I was just fucking with you.
Well, it's Discord. When you were messing with him.
He's always saying some negative stuff, you know. That's why he's around. You got to balance it. Yin and yang. Katie, Red House Media. Sanest place on the tubes. I'm not sure about that, but I like it. Randy, Danny needs some more painter's tape. I do. I took it off too. So I'm definitely going to need another roll. Angel. Oh, that's a good one. I'm poor. This is my favorite kid. Wrong one.
I'm poor, I am.
Yeah, you are.
How can you not like that kid?
I'm poor, I am.
Yeah, you are.
Go find that video and watch the whole thing. He's talking about his grandpa's got all this stuff. He ain't got nothing.
Aww.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's funny. That's my favorite part. Right song. Ooh, member for 2 months. Forget about it. Nice. Meatball.
Gotta say it like you're Italian.
Forget about it. Yeah, I need some pizza to go with that. Meatball says, I like the blue painter's tape. It brings me back. That's how I tape up most of the things that happen to me. Scott, Mod Lives Matter. Oof. You got any good ones? Bitchy Brilliance, gifted 5. Appreciate it. Trust. 10 spot. Appreciate it. That's my favorite kind. Look, smart. Really need to write I would just write a paragraph just so somebody up here would have to read it. Kay says, gotta be a finger blast of a good time in there.
And wait until again. I'm just gonna.
That's funny.
different colored hearts that he has to decipher.
Oh, yes. Color differences. Cajun grifter's going to grift, even if he only has 9 fingers. Yep. I mean, you got to grift more. You're lighter. You know what I mean? You're more aerodynamic when that finger's gone. And that's just science. That's just science. Toes you can't do without because you can't balance. The fingers, most of them are just in the way, you know?
Your big toe is the only one that has anything to do with balance.
Wow. Then tell that to my other toes.
Yeah, you can cut your big toe off and you'll fall.
I've almost done that to both of them, so let's not talk about it. Danielle, new member, appreciate it. Blessed, my favorite laid back, keep it real channel. Which one is that? Drop it in the chat. Boss. Don't make me laugh when I'm trying to fucking grift up here.
Sorry.
Genji, tomorrow will be a better day. Yeah, it'll be hotter tomorrow. It's supposed to be 96. Greenleaf, $10 for your retirement fund. Nice. Cheers from Las Vegas. You have internet out there? We're in the South. We thought the internet was just like in the South.
No, next
Didn't
week
know.
is in Las Vegas too.
We didn't know it was worldwide. New Hampshire Mary for 10 to buy more blue tape. Actually, unfortunately, people, you hadn't bought blue tape in a while. $10 ain't going to be enough to get a roll. That shit's expensive as fuck. It's like, yeah, we need to do a show on how expensive fucking painter's tape is. Like, what in the fuck's in this painter's tape? Can you melt it down and make like meth out of it or something? What the fuck's in here? It's just tape. It's paper. Chelsea for the 20 says, just because you're the best. I can't disagree with that. Gemma, appreciate it. With a €4.99. Thanks for grifting. Well, thank you for grifting along with me. Love is a 4-letter word. New member, appreciate it. Virtual juror thought Dean was going to be up here. ASVAB scores are protected by the Privacy Act. Only Colin and his recruiters can directly access or request access to those documents. We don't know for sure. Rats emojis, smoking emojis, cupcakes. Love cupcakes.
We do know based off of what he is technically in right now as to how he did on his ASVAB testing. We won't know his scores, but if he's in remedial classes, it's pretty obvious.
We know the damn excuse that he used when he was falling on the concrete. You know, I mean, shit.
If he falls out there like that, maybe they'll teach him how to fall. Cupcake says test. Miss V, the struggle is real. United States Marine Corps.
Thank you for your service.
Yes, thank you for your service. Sarah B. Creative, member for 5 months. Wow, good day. Smoking and doing cartwheels and shit everywhere. Perfect. Amy Boston, new member. I saw you on ATS News. Don't be thinking I don't be watching a bunch of crap people don't think I'll be watching. Pauline, new member. Appreciate it. Garth, what's up, buddy? Yuri singing for his supper. Yeah, looked like he was doing a little bit more than that for his supper. Winks for another 10. Says, wow, guys, so disappointing. She does get disappointed when you guys don't hit the goals. Because she knows I don't want her to just keep on. Because she will. I'm going to time her out. I'm going to have to time her out. After a certain amount of money, just like YouTube. Just Jen Toxic. For me, oh, you can't relate to any woman who changed her entire personality for her boyfriend? That's every woman. Stacy, confetti. Yes, it was good confetti. Scott for the 99 cents. Scott was a cop. Nicola G. Did we get the goals? We did. That was awesome. Jenny, free Turtle Boy for sure. About to drop all of y'all in there. What time is it? Yep, we got 2 minutes. I'm going to be dropping you in there. You don't have to go anywhere. You can just ride with me. We'll all go in together. Last but not least, Thunder's never last, never least, but always waits until the end to get that last super chat. We appreciate you being a member for 7 fucking months. Damn, that's Sparkly gifted 5. That's awesome. You don't have to do that. You don't even ask for super chats on your channel. Me coming in here spending money.
No, we obviously appreciate all the support.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but you don't have to do that. She's been not taking super chats and memberships and everything. So we just come in here and hang out. Other people got money. That money ain't gonna spend itself. All right, let me see. Everything is set. You got anything left you want to say?
For the people who haven't subscribed to Toy's channel, go do so. She's monetized with membership. We need her support over there too.
Yeah, I got my membership the other day.
Yeah.
That's awesome, isn't it? That is awesome.
Mama's got her own bank account now. You got her desk coming. That's awesome.
Yeah. And I put a little money in there for it just to get it jump started.
Let's just get her
That was fun. I appreciate y'all showing up to hang out for that. I think we got Mary B's channel done. We got Toy's channel done. There's a couple of other people that I'm going to get on to next. So they don't know it. I ain't telling anybody. But when it happens, it happens. Red House Media take over. Get our friends with channels monetized.
And once Toy gets that desk, let's get her a mic and a camera and get her up there with you.
I've got it. I've got it right here.
Well, get her up there. No excuses.
Yeah, when the desk gets here, I've got it. I've got like a whole nother set of high quality shit.
What are you
It's
going to do
ready.
as fast as you, Danny?
Huh?
What
What am I going to do? I'm going to keep napping. What do you think? I'm going to nap harder. Shit, I won't have to grip so hard. I can just sit here and sleep. I don't even have to turn the computer on.
She's going to be streaming all day while you're at work and just.
The sad thing is, she easily could if she would get going and do it. She probably would.
We're here for you, Toy. Do it.
Yeah. She's up to 1,400 subs. That's all she needs. She's going to go live. Y'all going to be like, God damn. All right, here we go. I think it's time to go. We're 1 minute off, and I'm going to drop you in there at the exact time. This will be one Toy song, and this will be another Toy song because she wrote Turtle Boy's intro. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
Good
Thank
night,
you.
Bye, guys.
Friends.
Appreciate you hanging out. Sub up to all your friends. Make their day. And I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me during my nap.
Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Tick, 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 boom. Pressure build, detonate. Tick, boom. Too late now, can't moderate. Tick, just give me flash. Let's go. Everybody talking, nobody compose. You should've just let me be, but nah, you knew what I do. Who I am? You know who I am. Tick, tick, tick. Robbing and weaving where you telegraph hate. Flash bows pop every time I breathe. Whole world watching, enjoy those front row seats. Say my name, watch the algorithm screen. Turtle Boy! You drama sales on the fumes of my pike tails. Free clickbait for all the mirror ultimate. Bum for town clownies. Better all town clownies in the cheap seats. I built this house, you built noise, I built proof. Woo. Time to raise this roof. Time to expose the hard truth. Now the spotlight stuck on you. Oh, po baby boo. Tick, tick, tick. Boom. Truth hit the room. Stand clear. Tick, boom. Funny now, they fear. Tick, boom. Flash bows. Nope, no escape. Tick, boom. Clock ran out on fake. Receipts stacked like bricks on file. You throw stones, I archive wild. Smear campaign, panic press, but facts don't bend the cognitive dissonance. You had to poke the turtle, you know I'm a snapper, right? You about to. You should've just let me be. Damn people, you knew better. Tick, tick, boom. Pressure build, detonate. Tick, boom. Too late now, can't moderate. Tick, boom. Camouflage, case closed. Everybody talking, nobody compose. Should've just let me be. Tick, tick, boom, tick, boom, tick, 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 boom, tick, tick, boom, tick, tick.